Salutations everyone, hey. How's everyone doing? More Nobunaga's ambition. I love this game. I am so addicted to this game. I mean, I haven't been playing it that much, honestly. All I have time to these days is only add characters into the game. Actually playing the game, not so much. But yeah. Always nice to play this game. Also, this is really low. Yeah, the audio is really low. Let me just increase the audio a bit. Alright, there we go. The audio is right here. And 80%. No, 70% is good. There we go. Much better. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, salutations everyone. Welcome. So yeah, last time. Actually, before I talk about what happened last time. So I noticed that the free DLC has already been released. All you had to do was to install it manually. And I didn't install it manually, so I did it now. There's still gonna be more stuff to be added in the game later on. I think they're gonna add new battlefields and other things. And they're also gonna add Ibrahim from Nishisanji. They're gonna do like a collab. In fact, he's already in the game, in the JP version of the game. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. They added like a new officer. They added a new ability, which is going to be cool. That means I have another tool to give to the VTubers whenever I add them. And they added a lot of new music. Well, okay, the music is not new. The music is from the previous games, right? But it's really hype because the other games also have really good music. Like, for example, they added like 40 songs. 20 from Sphere of Influence and 20 from Taishi, which is pretty cool. Yeah, here they are. Starting here starts like the music from the previous games, which they added. Like the main menu music from Sphere of Influence, which is really cool. We're gonna see another awkward Christmas date from Ibrahim? Maybe. I mean, you can make characters get married in this game, so... maybe. But yeah, this is the main menu theme of Sphere of Influence. I love it so much, it's so nice. They had the Oda clan's theme from Sphere of Influence as well. So I love Wind of Ambition so much. Like the Oda clan theme from this game is really good, but there's just something so nice about the original like Sphere of Influence Oda clan theme. It's so good. Gives you that feeling that your journey has just started. It's really nice. The Takeda clan theme as well. Wait, actually this is really low, because in this menu everything is like super low. Yeah, this is the Takeda clan one. I really like it as well. Sphere of Influence has such good music. The Sanada clan theme is still one of my favorites. I prefer the Sanada clan theme from Sphere of Influence rather than Awakening's theme. It's so good. The Hojo, see? And in Sphere of Influence, the other clans also had like themes. Like in this game, the Hojo clan does not have their theme, so well, now we have them. We have their theme from Sphere of Influence, which is pretty cool. Same thing with the Chosokabe clan. I really like the Chosokabe clan theme. It's so relaxing. Ni hao. Hello, Niman hao. Actually, I learned about my midterm exam result for Chinese yesterday. I got 98%. I was a bit tilted because I was really aiming for 100%, but oh well, skill issue I suppose. 98% is acceptable, I suppose. But yeah, this is like the generic clan peace theme in Sphere of Influence. Skill issue. Yeah. And then we have the war themes for the other clan. Yeah, but this one stuck in my mind because I listened to it quite a lot in Sphere of Influence. The Uesugi war theme is really cool. I really like it. Gives you a sense of urgency. The Date clan war theme is also one of my favorites from Sphere of Influence. It's pretty aggressive, I really like it. But the Date clan war theme in this game is also really good, so I don't know which one is my favorite. If it's the Sphere of Influence one or if it's the Awakening one. They're all very good. The Shimazu clan war theme. And the Tokugawa war theme is not my favorite. I prefer the themes of the Tokugawa clan from this game, rather than Sphere of Influences. The Mori clan's war theme. Then we have like songs that they brought back from Ascension. which was a DLC expansion for Sphere of Influence. Dude, this one's so good. So good. I love this song. And we have a lot more. We played Mario Party 3 with my friends yesterday. We set 50 rounds and played 7 hours in one game. What? What is that, Monopoly? Actually, it makes a lot of sense. Mario Party is like Monopoly, but with extra mechanics on top. It's perfect. Perfect to break your friendships. But Mario Party is serious business. You gotta give it your all. Always. Winning is better than keeping your friendships after all. In Mario Party, of course. But yeah, we got a lot of music from the previous games, which is pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of it. And now here starts the Taishi music that they brought back. The Taishi also has such good music. I'm very happy that they also brought Taishi music. It's so good. And yeah, we can like set these songs at any point in the game. So that's gonna be cool whenever I do like the VTuber campaigns in the future. Speaking about the VTuber campaigns, I'm gonna show you guys who I've added since the last time. I've added quite a few, mostly Nishisanji members. Cause I've been plunging into Nishisanji JP. I'm not adding them all, but I'm adding a lot of them actually. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, there's a lot of music. I'm not gonna show everything now. We'll have time to listen to this in the actual campaigns. But it's a lot. It's quite a lot. I really like Unwavering Will. It's so good. It's so nice. But yeah, a lot. And this one is new. This one is actually new. Marching Towards Wonder is a completely new. We're listening to music today? No, I'm just... I was just showing what they added in the free DLC. But yeah. So, as for the VTubers that I've added so far since the last time... So, obviously, so for now we have 171 VTubers added. Every single Hololive member except Rigloss is in Iago. I also added some managers. There we go, yeah. It's funny how I played a lot of Nintendo games because of you this year. Really? Huh. Well, as a Nintendo fanboy, I feel happy about that. But let's see, where was I? I think I showed you guys Chihiro, didn't I? No, I think Kason was the last one I had added. I don't remember. But yeah, I've added a lot of Nishisanji members since then. A lot of them, you know. Chihiro, Rin, Toya, Gilzaren III, Utako, Tamaki, Riri, Kanae, Sister Claire, Kyoko, Kuzuha, Yuika, Rion, Hina, Maimoto Keisuke, Debidu. So, some of them are also graduated. I've added some VTubers that graduated because I like them. So we have Warabeda Meiji. She's also graduated, but I like her. Gundomire is here. Otogibara Era is also here. And we have more like Inui Toko, Ex-Albio. I also added some non-Nishisanji members. Liflet and her mother Asari is also here. And Yuri from the same group. And then I went back into adding more Nishisanji members like Luis Saucier, Yorumirena, Amamiya Kokoro, and Eli Conifer. There's still a lot of them I need to add, a lot of them. I'm not done adding Nishisanji JP members. And some ID and Korea members as well. But yeah, that is the update so far. We have 171. Rigloss finally started making their identities, but still no 3D model for concerts. Probably in a few months. But I will add Rigloss at some point as well. Anyways, now let's actually get on with the actual game. So last time, Nobunaga died. Okay, this is really loud now. Wait, let me decrease the volume. So last time, Nobunaga died. He was betrayed by Akechi Mitsuhide. And so now Hideyoshi fought wars to take control of the clan himself. So that's what's going on. We also have like a shortage of officers. We really need more officers. I was preparing to go to conquer Shikoku, because that's something that's supposed to happen soon. And I was also waiting for the Tokugawa to attack Ueda, because that's going to start the first Siege of Ueda event, which is pretty cool. It's a very cool cutscene. Yeah, rip Nobunaga, it's fine. Hideyoshi will continue where he left off. Wait, where is Hideyoshi? Right, Himeji Castle. Hideyoshi will continue where he left off. So yeah, Shibata Katsuie is dead. Oh, goddamn, I have so many. There's so much stuff to do. It's fine. We'll do it some other time. Sasa Narimasa. Can't I just vassal? Make him a vassal? No, I can't. Never mind. Because I still think we're enemies of the Tokugawa. I think. Let me take a look at the events though. So what's supposed to happen right now? The death of Son Kai. This guy changes his name. This guy changes his name. This event, the Shikoku expedition. This is one that I actually have to try and do. So, us and the Chosokabe clan need to be adjacent. Yeah, but I think this is only supposed to happen after the event of the first siege of Ueda, no? Still, yeah, the first battle of Ueda. It's only gonna happen in August. Okay, but I think I'm gonna try and get adjacent to them already. Let's see, what can I do though? I think the only way is if I merge the Ukita clan into my own, which is supposed to happen at some point. We will be able to absorb them. So hopefully that will happen. I think that happens after 3 years, if they were vassals of you for 3 years. I also need to defeat the Saika, because that's something Hideyoshi did. He destroyed the Saika. Right. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do. We don't actually have to do anything, because we're so big. I don't think any clan wants to mess with us. Oh, I guess never mind. The Oda are taking care of the Saika now. We have so many temples. So many temples. Temples gives us money though. That's good. It doesn't give us as much money as having fairs though. Alright, add a temple, add a temple, another temple, wait, another temple, there we go. There we go. Nice. Also, Hachama is back, everyone! I'm so happy about that. She's finally back. Whole life isn't the same without her, so I'm very, very glad that Hachama is back. The strongest idol has made a return now with an original song, no less. So happy. I was so scared that she was gonna graduate, but she's back. Hopefully in good health now. Hopefully. Anyways, we had a... Oh, that's way too many natural disasters. What the hell? Oh yeah, river flooding. Goddamn typhoon. Come on. No rebellions, please. Ah, stop with the revolts. Alright. We have money though, we're fine. Landslide, let's fix the river flooding. Oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. This is it. It's the first siege of Ueda. It's now.
Tokugawa Ieyasu は信州の古城上田に不釣り合いな大軍を差し向ける。盟約を破り上杉と結んだ真田に鉄槌を下すためである。目標とする上田城はかつて徳川家が不振を手伝った城でもある。真田の小勢恐るるに足らずと精兵たちは意気揚々と城門に迫った。その時だ。高砂やこの裏船にほげて突如戦場に響く祝言の音声に徳川の将兵は誰もがいぶかしみ眉を潜めた。誰だ。
正行。
人を食ったような笑みを浮かべ城内から徳川軍を見下ろしつつ
Was thinking necessary? Yeah, Masayuki is trying to lure them in.
上将真田 泡の神正行に違いない。戦い始める前から勝利を確信し、寄せ手を小馬鹿にするかのような敵将の態度に挑発された三河武士はにわかに殺気立ち、
What a narrow
大
pass.
手門へ一直線に攻め寄せたが、勢い余って二の丸へと進んだ頃、いつの間にか正行の声が止んでいたことに気づく。その刹那、
Easy
い
pickings.
ずこに潜んでいたものか、白旗の兵が一斉に射撃を浴びせた。狭い廓で身動きが取れぬまま徳川の大軍は続々と弾丸の
Absolutely outsmarted.
退却。正行の術中に陥ったことを悔やむ時
You beat Sekiro in 2 days. Hell yeah. Let's go, dude.
千鳥がかりに退路を阻まれ、徳川の部隊は総崩れとなる。徳川の敗勢は初戦にて決した。いや、傍聴の仕掛けがこの程度で終わる
Now
は
they're
ずはない。
trapped because of the river.
追撃する城兵に駆り立てられるように関川まで撤退した徳川軍は、折からの雨で増水した激流を見て絶望する。だが迫り来る真田軍はその躊躇を許してくれない。徳川の将兵は
Yeah, the Tokugawa clan was absolutely outsmarted here. Masayuki is too smart.
阿鼻教官の巷と化した。渡河の代償は六門の
His castle wasn't even particularly fortified. He just lured the enemy army into an enclosed space.
面目を潰し、真田への畏怖を刻んだ。真田と徳川、両家の長き因縁は
I think if I remember correctly, the Sanada clan resisted attacks from the Tokugawa and the Hojo for like a year or something like that. Like Masayuki, the Sanada clan is really strong. Like even though they have like they're very small, they're very strong because they have really smart people in it. And Masayuki is really smart, but his sons, Nobuyuki and Nobushige, are also like pretty competent as well. I think if I remember correctly, Nomata Castle was given to one of his sons to defend or something like that. Actually, no, I don't remember exactly. But both castles were able to stand to resist the attacks of both the Hojo and the Tokugawa clans. With the collapse of the Oda clan, the Sanada clan jumped between allegiances to the Tokugawa, Hojo, and Uesugi houses. However, okay, this is also really loud again. Okay, since the event is over, I'm gonna decrease the audio. There we go. Nice. However, the Tokugawa clan harbored a grudge against the Sanada, who had left them compromised by breaking their alliance. Any moment now, the Tokugawa will make their move. They built this Ueda castle to keep the Uesugi under control. They even made us gather the materials for it. Their resentment must be fierce indeed. For you to be laughing at such a time as this, father, you have some sinister scheme in the works again. Sinister scheme? Far from it, Nobuyuki. I only ever have the Sanada clan's best interests in mind. Yes, as you say. Whatever the case may be, the Tokugawa may have begun advancing their troops. Their forces outnumber us by a factor of 4 and are led by Ieyasu's most trusted generals, Toriimoto Tada, Okubo Tadayo, and Hiraiwa Chikayoshi. It's literally Giga Shadow left version of the pretty much. Dude, Masayuki is an absolute Giga Chad. Absolute Giga Chad. So Ieyasu himself hangs behind while he sends 4 times our number? Why, it seems he has underestimated me. Nobuyuki, go to Toishi Castle. Yazawa Yoriyasu will go to Yazawa Castle. From there, the two of you will lie in wait until you see the opportunity to advance and strike at the core of the Tokugawa's forces. Understood? Understand? Yes, sir. About this opportunity we should await. I assume it is something you will create? Just so. It is time for Sanada Masayuki to give the Tokugawa a taste of true military strategy. And that's why he sings to lure them in. Masayuki allowed the Tokugawa army to advance as far as the castle annex. However, in doing so, they fell right into Masayuki's trap. Now, We shall take advantage of the Tokugawa's hastiness and drive them back. The Tokugawa's army's reckless soldiers faced a sudden resistance and were forced to withdraw. It was then that Masayuki gave chase to the retreating troops. Torii Mototada and the other generals tried to defend against the attack, but Nobuyuki and Yoriyasu charged in from their respective castles, scattering the enemy forces. Your plan was perfect, father. The Tokugawa soldiers are fleeing. Excellent. Now let's ensure they've been thoroughly routed, such that they never dare to think of crossing the Sanada clan again. Although a few small skirmishes continued for a time, the Sanada clan had won the battle. Reinforcements from the Uesugi clan later arrived, and the Tokugawa army was eventually forced to retreat entirely. Sanada Masayuki proved his tactical acumen to the world, while Tokugawa grew all the more spiteful toward the Sanada clan. However, both the Sanada and the Uesugi would become vassals of the Toyotomi shortly afterwards. So there we go. The Tokugawa, no longer able to touch the Sanada, could only gnash their teeth in frustration. The feud between the Sanada and the Tokugawa that began here would continue until the end of that era of war. Oh yeah. This is not the end of Sanada-Tokugawa conflict. That's for sure. There we go. The first battle of the Ueda, Sanada clan becomes vassal of the Hashiba clan. Uesugi clan becomes a vassal of the Hashiba clan. Tokugawa clan and Sanada clan declare a truce. There we go. By the way, Sekiro has some recognizable names, but not close to history of Japan. I think if I recognize, the Sekiro has the Ashina clan, which is an actual clan from this period of history. While Nioh is actually happened in some historical moments, so you have to check them out. A lot of recognizable people. Nioh I know. I know about the plot of the first Nioh. It takes place before and during the Sekigahara campaign, which is what ends the Sengoku Jidai. As for Sekiro, I only know that the Ashina clan is mentioned in Sekiro. That's all I know. Speaking about the Ashina clan, they're getting their asses kicked by the Date right now. Anyways, let's keep fixing the disasters. Also, when will I change my name to Toyotomi? Come on, Emperor, give me the name. Let me become the Daijo Daijin. Sekigahara, yep. Oh, and there we go, they're destroying the Saika. That is always badass characters in games. Yep, he was very brutal. It is said that perhaps had he been born 20 years earlier, he could have maybe conquered Japan. He gets compared to Nobunaga sometimes. In anime as well, yep. The one-eyed dragon, I mean, he was fighting against everyone around him pretty much. Because he was so brutal, he made a lot of enemies. There we go. We're fixing the problems. Yes, there we go. Alright. There we go, the Suzuki clan is gone. The Oda have conquered them. Oh, then let me add the temples already. There we go. What made him famous? Masamune was probably the most powerful daimyo from the north. He was basically fighting like the people around him, right? And he kicked all their asses, pretty much. Eventually, he had to submit to Toyotomi Hideyoshi, because Hideyoshi at that point was getting too strong. And actually, I think Hideyoshi was considering executing Masamune for not submitting fast enough. Masamune submitted to Hideyoshi really late, but he ended up pardoning him. Oh, there we go, the death of Son Kai. Later on, during the Sekigahara campaign, Masamune sides with Tokugawa Ieyasu against the Toyotomi. And he fights the Mogami and the Uesugi clans at the same time. He's also the founder of the city of Sendai, modern day Sendai. Which it's the reason why there's like statues of Masamune in Sendai. Overall, he was a very good military commander. Loved firearms. He's known as the One-Eyed Dragon because he only had one eye. Because when he was a kid, he had an infected eye, and because he felt insecure because of that infected eye, he asked his vassal Kojiro to take a knife and take the eye. And after that, he started being very confident after removing that eye. Anyways, what else? Then during the siege of Osaka Castle, he once again sides with the Tokugawa clan and he participates in the sieges. But yeah, there are rumors that he may have converted to Christianity, but I think those are just rumors. We don't know for sure. Anyways, Kai Soun. The man was a famed tactician belonging to the Aso clan. So this is Kyushu, by the way. The Aso clan, a minor daimyo that managed to persevere among the mighty powers of the Shimazu, Otomo, and Ryuzoji. His methods were so relentless that he claimed an unknowable number of lives, among them 3 of his own sons and son-in-law. When Soun collapsed suddenly from illness, those around him presumed the cause to be a decline in health brought on by old age. There we go. Seems I've been poisoned. But who the devil was it? Rather, whose idea was it? Too many possibilities come to mind. Hear me, everyone. It seems I'm not too long for this world. I'm sure that on occasion, every one of you has thought me a monster, but everything I did was for the sake of the Aso. You must do everything in your power to end this era of war, and you must never engage in conflict with the Shimazu. Even if the Shimazu invade, you must do nothing but defend ourselves. Abandon the castles to the south and find refuge to the north. It's in your hands now, all of you. Keep Aso alive, lest my death and those of all who died protecting it be in vain. ASO. So much volcano. Oh my god. No volcano. So died Kai Soun, the guardian spirit of the ASO clan, who had remained undefeated through countless battles. One theory suggested that the wife of his eldest son was behind the murder, and that she had her own daughter, Soun's granddaughter, poison the older man. She might have done it out of a combination of resentment for her own father's murder and fear that her husband, Kai Chikahide, might be executed. Satsuma, Shimazu clan's castle. My lord, it appears that Kai Soun has died. I see. He was our enemy, yes, but an admirable man. Still, long have we waited for this day. We must make haste and cause a stir on the borders of Aso territory. With Soun's body still warm, I doubt it will take much effort. If a battle breaks out, it will be our victory. Without the old man, they're barely a threat at all. That's how the Shimazu will kick their ass now. Kai Soun dies. Alright, let's see. All good. Daimyo alias. Sure. Why not? We are the statesman. Katokyomasa. Yeah, you are the courageous. Niwa Nagahide, you are the statesman. Hosokawa Yusa, you are the statesman. Let's see, what about you? I'd rather give you covert stuff. Hashiba Hidenaga. I also prefer the covert. Although, well, I guess it doesn't matter much. We're entering a time of peace. Yasha! Alright, so yeah, the Ukita are my vassals. I need to merge with them already. I need to do it. Let's see, well, actually the Sogo would also work. I just need probably to wait 3 years before it actually can happen. Let's see, Himeji... Nice. We shall develop our territory a bit more. Oh, I think I remember. So, I think what causes Hideyoshi to change to Toyotomi, he takes Osaka Castle for himself. I think. When is that going to happen, actually? Let me see. Shikoku expedition. Oh, there we go. Chief advisor. Okay, so that happens in 85. That's what happens. Hello from Japan. Hello. Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka? Let's see. You have Date Masamune? No, I don't. He has his own clan. This is like an event that's gonna happen in the Date clan in 2 years now. 2 years from now. Ah, there we go. Osaka Castle. Okay, only happens in 85. So I am early, actually. I am just early. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. I'm just very hasty right now. I mean, to be fair, the first siege of Ueda is supposed to happen also in 85. It just happened way sooner. Also, the Uesugi are gonna kick some Sasanari Masa ass right now. And I don't think the Tokugawa can protect them, that's for sure. Nihongo! I can't read the last two kanji, but I can read the first three. Nihongo. Let's see. Though I've been learning far more Chinese Hanzi in Chinese class. Nihongo Jouzu. So yeah, I can actually read far more Hanzi than I can kanji now. Let's see. Oh, the Satomi clan is gone. Yep, they're gone. The Hojo clan is rampaging through Kanto. Nothing new. That's what they always do. Why does he look like a hobo? That's something I always wondered myself, actually. I always wonder, why does he look like a hobo? I wonder. I really have no idea. Hashin Koji. Let me see. Let's try and learn a bit about it. Officer. Let's see. K. Hashin Koji. Hashin Koji. Hashin Koji. Hashin Koji. Hashin Koji. Wait, there we go. Alright. He's got a lot of intelligence. He's really smart. Really smart. He's got the plot and devious. He's really good for like sabotages and covert actions. Let's see. A master illusionist. He appeared as Matsunaga Izahide's dead wife and produced fish from blades of grass. It's said he turned into a mouse to escape crucifixion by Toyotomi Hideyoshi. But there you go. This guy is basically the Japanese equivalent to Rasputin. Pretty much. Interesting, I need to look up this guy. Maybe like Diogenes? Maybe. Could also be like more similar to Diogenes. I don't care about the Ashikaga, they have no power. Let's be honest, the Mori will destroy the Ashikaga clan. I'm honestly surprised the Ashikaga are even there in the first place. Alright. Wait, right, I have things to develop. Let's see, do I have any attendants? Oh, I do actually. Arigatai no. Let's add these attendants then. Isono Kazumasa. That will give them more honor, so then I can actually assign them to castles. And now we develop these once again. There we go. I think I already had all of these developed. Unfortunately though, the natural disaster, the typhoon came and destroyed everything. So smart, I think having a house overrated. So within the barrel, yeah. His only possession was a bowl that he used to drink. But then he saw a kid drink from his hands and he decided, you know what, I don't need a bowl either. Let's see. Easy commerce would be good, actually. I'll get that. Alright. But yeah, the Sasa clan is going to get destroyed now. Shouldn't have betrayed me. Nakagawa Hideshige, Mototada Nanjo Mototada, I mean. More officers. Hey, oh no, Nagahide is going to die of illness. Old age, I mean. Well, it's the same in this game. Illness, old age, it's all the same in this game. The Kanbei, I want Kanbei to have covert. He's so smart. Look at his intelligence, it's maxed. It's maxed, well, as a base stat. You can still increase it further. Oh, there we go. You can also be a statesman. Oh. Alright, let's have him join us. You wanna be the landholder of what? Sure, you can take it. Welcome to our clan. Happy, happy, happy! Han Hao? Alright. Now we just have to wait. That's all we have to do now. We just need to wait. Wanna see the Nambo clan retainer betray? I think for some reason they didn't add those events, right? Because two things were supposed to happen. Well, I haven't seen all the events of the game, to be fair. I'm kind of discovering the events now with you guys as well. But the Tsugaru are already here, right? Like, okay, the Oda clan. They're gonna change their name to Tsugaru at some point. They were part of the Nambo clan, but they betrayed them. But there's no event in this game that causes this. It just depends on the scenario that you're playing. And then, what also happens is that Kunohe Masazane will also betray the Nambo clan later, which is what sparks Nambo Nobunaga to call Toyotomi Hideyoshi for help to put down that rebellion by Kunohe Masazane. But I don't think that's in the game either, because I don't think the Nambo have any more scenes in this game. Alright, there we go. Which is unfortunate. There we go, that gives a lot of money. And I have a lot of money, yeah. Let me try and enact more policies. The standing army is fine, I suppose. Small, I want this one. I like having supplies. An army marches on its stomach, as Napoleon once said, you know? Without food, your army cannot function. Your army will be malnutritioned and they will start deserting, right? If you keep your army on a full stomach, they'll be happy. I want to increase my provisions. Hey, Sennorikyo. Napoleon knows about that too well, yep. Oh, you want to have a castle, Sennorikyo? Sure. Tatsuta in Shigisan, sure, it's all yours. What if I give him a treasure? How about an abacus? There we go. Alright, let's see, what else can we do? More development. More development. More development. Open borders. 3 gold per turn. Actually, I've been wanting to play Civ as of late. I haven't had the time, but I really want to play Civ again. Actually, I had the dream that I was playing Civ. I think that's how much I want to play it. There we go. I don't have the time, I have to read books. Otherwise, I'm gonna be screwed. Yeah, let's see. Training grounds. Give me more. That's my favorite regular loadout. 2 irrigation canals which protect me from natural disasters. And then training grounds. Maybe a shooting gallery because I like the guns in this game. Yes. Give me the covert. The covert bonus. Konishi Yukinaga. There we go, you get that as well. Takayama Ukon. Sure, why not? Then you can get the Statesman bonus too. Oh, there we go. The Ashina clan just got destroyed by the Date clan. There we go. Masamune destroyed the Ashina clan. Interesting. Masamune should be able to take care of the north. Probably. There we go. Those guys are under siege, but we're like making their officers betray them. There we go, Himeji Castle, got that. I'm gonna make a shooting gallery here. Increase our musket level. Speaking about musket level, I guess I can get gunnery instruction. Oh wait, not now, not yet. Defense infrastructure, we kinda don't need that. The Ashina is destroyed, means Sekiro killed the final boss for canonical ending. Yeah, exactly. Sekiro did it. There we go. Council official. This is good for our economy, but not good for our... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We're not marching yet. If you're not marching, the harvest is not that important. I mean, it is important because it does increase your number of troops, but I'm also not really in need for that. Let's see, max soldiers... Well, I can actually counteract that with this. But the more soldiers I need... The more soldiers I have, the more food I'll need, so... Let's get this one. Bolster troops. Ah, it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, let's see what I'm gonna get. Gee, we can get Kanbei here. Oh, no one else? Alright. You can get him as well. There we go. Our council is gonna be fully formed. I suppose it would be good to have that, huh? Western trade would be good. Defense infrastructure. I'll get this. This is good too. Wait, but I do not have this. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Oh, look at our money now. Look at that. We got like 3,000 gold from this. Okay, I do need this. 8 formations. I can't put anything else. Alright. Oh, I see. The Sasa clan is gone. We are very rich. Yes, more money. Let's see, can I enact more policies? I want this, give me the postal system, I need it. It will give us more money. Because it means we have a bigger sphere of influence. But yeah, I want these events to go through, so come on vassals, let me absorb you. Oh, what's going on? Sanada want help? Sure. They want to be friends. We can be friends. Everyone will be friends. Isn't being friends wonderful? Alright. Let's see, can we build something else in Himeji? Supply station wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, yeah, a supply station isn't bad. I think he's going to die that one. Suzuki Shigekane is a good officer, good for good politics and decent intelligence. Come on. Just finish your policies. 8 formations. There we go. Alright, we can now enact more policies. Postal system. It's kinda expensive, but it will be worth it. Marine transport, better harvests. Very, very good. There we go. Hanbei can now have the covert bonus. Which is gonna be very, very good for him. Ah, it's fine. Hashima Hidenaga can also be a statesman. Why not? Flattery doesn't require much intelligence anyways. Besides, it improves our harvests. And money, if I go for the statesman buff. Keeping in mind we're already like the strongest clan in Japan. We're fine, we don't really need to focus on soldiers. Now we can improve these further. There we go. And that's it. Yeah. We definitely don't need this. Make a comment. Yeah, because now that a lot of the historical events only happen after the year 85. So we just need to wait just a little bit longer. Not too long, actually. Yeah, look at our money, see? That's what the postal system does. Because it increases your area of influence, if you have like castles that you couldn't control before, you just make so much money. So I'm gonna do it again.
Come on!
Because there's still a lot of castles that I'm not being able to control. Go. Yeah, I have a lot of castles here. You see, this one doesn't have a lord. Hideyoshi. Actually, I can auto point. Done. Now bring them here once again. More attendants. Because you can only appoint castles to anyone that's a samurai leader or above. And if you want to give them a better rank, they need to acquire honor, enough honor for that. The best way to acquire honor is to have them as substitutes in the Lord's castle. More money. Yeah. Wait, this is Himeji? Oh. My building was interrupted for some reason. The Osaka castle is going to be built here, in Osaka. No, I don't care about that clan. Oh, the Osaki clan just was destroyed too. What happened? Where did they win? Oh, was it here? Well, I don't know. All I know is that the Date are crushing everyone around them. They're gonna come into conflict with the Hojo at some point. That's gonna be fun to see. The Hojo are stronger for now, though. Postal system, let's go. No lord has been appointed. What do you mean? Really? Alright. Not anymore. Any other castle that does not have a lord? Doesn't seem like it. Good. I should probably, yeah, have them all set to do something. Yeah, no one is doing anything in their castles. That's not good. I want these castles to be strong. Just in case. Just in case. Besides, it also gives us more money. Right. Wait, no, it doesn't really matter what we do here. No one can really face us. Wait. There's no lord there. Sakurayama. There we go. Make money. What about you? Make money. What about you? Ono Castle. Do whatever you want. I'm not gonna micromanage that much. Nagahama. Okay, the other castles are all doing things. Arioka. Ishiyama. I think I was already taking care of Ishiyama myself. Takaya. Hakatori. Tsutsui. Let's see. Yeah, I was working here. But this will be our future castle, after all. Then we can give Mitsunari Himeji Castle. So much stuff to do! Yeah, see, our economy is doing amazing. Oh, what's going on? Ah, there we go, finally! Hey, we got a new portrait for Hideyoshi, because Hideyoshi is now the most powerful person in Japan. He's now the chief advisor to the emperor. Now, look at that. Hideyoshi, the regent of Japan. Looking good. Hidenaga, I'm to be made chief advisor. He become bald. Oh no, he was always bald. Always, the whole time. You just couldn't see it because of the helmet. But he was always bald, like this. Hidenaga, I'm to be made chief advisor. You're what? Hashiba Hidenaga was bewildered. This was not the first time his older brother had said something so absurd. In fact, he was prone to making unreasonable demands, leaving Hidenaga to deal with the aftermath. But this was even more outrageous than usual, and Hidenaga could not hide his surprise. How has the role of chief advisor fallen to you? Did you not just decline the post of shogun? Ours is not a samurai house. I would have made a cheap imitation of a shogun. I like how he's still so happy looking. Yep. It's very fitting for Hideyoshi to be like this happy-go-lucky guy. That's how he usually is portrayed, except in Sengoku Basara, where he is a gorilla, for some example. But usually he's portrayed as a happy-go-lucky guy. Probably because of his humble origins as a peasant. Ours is not a samurai house. I would have made a cheap imitation of a shogun. That's hardly a reason to make you chief advisor, though the position does need filling up at present. Yes, Nijo and Konoe are too wrapped up in their spat to cede the position to the other, so they came to me. And now I've been adopted into the Konoe clan and appointed chief advisor. Well, at least temporarily until the next chief advisor is chosen. Knowing you, brother, I doubt you allow yourself to be a mere temporary measure. I knew you had it in you, little brother. You figured me all out. And so Hideyoshi assumed the role of chief advisor, and the new surname of Toyotomi was given to him by the emperor. There we go. The origin of the Toyotomi name is here. Toyotomi Hideyoshi, finally. There we go. No longer Hashiba Hideyoshi, now it's Toyotomi Hideyoshi. He would later be promoted to Grand Minister, Daijo Daiji, the highest position of both samurai and official alike. He's the regent. The role of chief advisor remained in the family, and thus the Toyotomi clan came to manage the entire nation. The regent chief advisor system, which had been monopolized by the Fujiwara clan for 700 years, ended here. With the Toyotomi clan having risen above even the Genpei Tokitsu, made up of the Minamoto, Taira, Fujiwara, and Tachibana families, Hideyoshi began to forge a new era. Yeah, so much in fact, guys, that the Toyotomi symbol... Oh damn, we have a lot of prestige now. Oh well, we got a lot of prestige now. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll tell you guys about the Toyotomi clan mon after this. Osaka Castle completed. Setsu Province, Ishiyama Temple. Once his main base of operations, Honganji Kenyo had repelled the onslaught of Oda Nobunaga from here time and time again. The key to the Honganji's continued resistance of the Oda clan over the years lied in the ease of the defending the location due to its geographical advantage, as well as its significant economical value as an endpoint of the Setouchi shipping route. After the conclusion of the Battle of Inishiyama, Nobunaga had planned to change his main base from Azuchi, entrusting this site to Niwanagahide. However, Nobunaga met his fate before he could fulfill his ambitions. As successor to Lord Nobunaga, it would only be natural for me to build a castle here. And it would show the world exactly who will carry on Lord Nobunaga's will. Yes, we must make certain as many people as possible know who lives here. A castle that will strike fear into the hearts of those who will dare go against me, and act as a beacon of hope to those who follow. That is the kind of castle I will build. And what of the fortifications? Yes. This place has always been difficult to attack and easy to defend, so a stone wall and a moat should suffice. Lord Nobunaga was perfectly fine with just a stone wall at Azuchi. He did not give much thought to the fortifications there. But I'm still not ready to fully emulate him. It seems our enemies are fierce, so it cannot be helped. Build both the stone wall and the moat, and make them huge. The tower should be large too. Make it so imposing that a single look is enough to strip would-be attackers of their metal. I understand. Oh, Hideyoshi doesn't even know how crucial these defenses he's building are gonna be for his son. I wonder if I will truly be able to follow in Lord Nobunaga's footsteps. It may be impossible. No, I will. I must. I will become a man who all bow down to, just like Lord Nobunaga was. Thus, Osaka Castle was constructed. Drawing heavy inspiration from Azuchi Castle, it served as a symbol of the Great Unifier. The grand structure was a sight to behold, and its opulent interior far outstripped that of Azuchi. It is said that when Otomo Sorin of Bungo later came to visit, he could not contain his amazement. There is truly no place more magnificent nor more incredible in all the land. But let's just say the Osaka Castle wouldn't survive the sieges of Osaka in 1614 and 1615. Gamo Chuzaburo Yasuhide had changed his name to Ujisato. The fate of the nation is in Lord Hideyoshi's hands now. To share the kanji Hide with the Grand Unifier, but have it at the end of my name could be seen as insulting. It pains me to discard the name Yasuhide, which Lord Nobunaga gave upon me upon my coming of age, but the world has changed. Some may interpret my name change as an attempt to curry favor with Lord Hideyoshi, but I have no ear for gossip. I shall take a name befitting of this new era. And so, Yasuhide did away with the kanji Hide that the Gamo clan had used for generations, because his father was called the Gamo Katahide, and his grandfather was called the Gamo Sadahide, and he himself was called Gamo Yasuhide, so no more. The tradition of Hide is gone, and became Ujisato. This was how Gamo Ujisato, officer of the Warring States era, came to be. There we go. Oh, another event! Sen Soeki changes his name. Finally, Sen Norikyo is gonna take his name, the master of tea ceremony. Though he was merely a merchant of Sakai, tea master Sen Soeki was known throughout the land. His fame reached even the imperial court, and he found himself invited to attend a tea ceremony at the palace. This is truly an honor. As tradespeople were not permitted to visit the imperial court, the emperor granted the tea master the Buddhist layman's name Rikyu. Ri signifies a bladed tool, and Kyu represents a content heart. Perhaps they wish for me to attain a state of mind akin to a gimlet, with the tip worn down to a rounded point. Did Hideyoshi let people get their own tea parties? I am not sure. I think he either did so or he did the same thing as Nobunaga did. But I'm not quite... I think he did. I think Hideyoshi did, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because Hideyoshi also loved tea ceremony. Ikkyu would confer with various figures of influence to further refine his knowledge of tea, later taking on many pupils to whom he imparted the true essence of the tea ceremony. There we go. Toyotomi Hideyoshi is appointed as the Kampaku. There we go. Imperial Advisor, Chief Advisor, Kampaku. Hashiba Hideyoshi's name changes to Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Hashiba Hidenaga's name changes to Toyotomi Hidenaga. Hashiba Hidetsugu's name changes to Toyotomi Hidetsugu. Ishiyama Temple's name changes to Osaka Castle. Toyotomi clan's main base transfers to Osaka Castle. Gamo Yasuhide's name changes to Gamo Ujisato. Sen Soeki's name changes to Sen no Rikyu. There we go. Look at our prestige now. We had 300 prestige, now we have 1,695 prestige. Because we became the Kampako. You did well getting appointed as Kampako. Let's fulfill the Toyotomi clan's ambition of uniting the country. Our military force should be sufficient to rule over the entire nation. We should check on the remaining clans. We can turn... What prestige gives? So prestige affects a lot of things. The higher prestige you have, the more advanced policies you can start to enact. Like there's a lot of policies that you are locked from enacting certain levels if you don't have enough prestige. And there is especially one very broken policy called Aristocrat Honor that gives you extra stats on every single officer in your clan for every 100 prestige you have at a maximum of 15. That is a lot. 15 stats in every stat is an insane amount. So because we have, almost 1700, we can have the maximum amount immediately. It's gonna make us broken. Also, the higher prestige you have compared to other clans, whenever the other clans fight you, they will be weakened against you. So like they're just gonna be like weakened, more meek fighting against you. So it's good again for warfare. And the higher prestige you have compared to others, it's much more easy to make them vassal and make them submit to you. So having prestige is very useful. It's very, very nice. It is only bad against one officer, and that's Date Masamune. Date Masamune is stronger when he fights people with higher prestige than him, but that's all. It's just Masamune, and it's fine. You could still beat him. It's just he's stronger when he fights people with higher prestige. We can turn other clans into our vassals or destroy them outright. The choice is yours. So yeah, we must unite the land. Now that we are the Kampako, Ikeda Nagayoshi joins the clan. Inaba Masanari joins the clan. Inaba Michito joins the clan. Kuroda Kazushige joins the clan as well. Niwa Nagashide joins the clan. They're all coming of age, I mean. Matsukura Shigemasa came of age. Mitsubuchi Mitsuyuki came of age. Yagyu Munenori, hey, there we go. Yagyu Tajima no Kami Munenori is a saber class servant in Fate. He was Tokugawa Ieyasu's sword instructor. But yeah, he's got the Enlightened Blade ability. Yagyu Muneaki came of age. Wait, really? Came of age at 20 years old? That late? Everyone else is coming of age at 15. This guy came of age at 20, what the hell? Interesting. Date, so you are popular, huh? I'm gonna beat your ass no matter what, because I hate popular people. Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Nice, you got new samurai leaders, that's good. Yeah, let me give you a commendation. You can also buy treasures. Ooh, we have a lot of money, so you may as well buy them. Nice. Because if there's any loyalty problems, we can just use that. It also gives us stats, so it's good. Oh, wait. You shall take care of it. Right, so Himeji Castle does not have anyone there. I'll give it to Mitsunari, like I said. Actually, no, this is a military base. I want to give it to someone else with better combat stats. Goto Matabe. Yeah, now we will auto. There we go. We have so many officers though. A lot of them are attendants though. That's why I need to make sure they get honor. We don't have the Nobunaga, the Oda clan's abilities of getting fast honor, unfortunately. But that's fine. We'll manage. Let's prioritize commerce. Because when you have a clan this big, you really need money. I mean, you need money always. Having a good economy is always advantageous. I only really focus on food if I'm like a small clan with bigger clans around me, because I need troops in that situation. But since we are the biggest clan, we're fine. Isn't that black demon horse you brought a Gyobu Oniwa horse? Maybe, I'm not sure. I only know one famous horse from this period, which is Matsukaze, who was the fine horse that belonged to Maeda Keiji. But that's the only horse I really recognize by name. But it could be. There were many fine horses. It could be a reference, but I'm not sure. Masamune and Kojiro. Tensho 12, 1584. Katakura Kojiro's wife had become pregnant. Upon hearing the news, Date Masamune visited the Katakura estate to offer his congratulations. Lord Masamune, you honor us by gracing our humble abode with your presence. Enough with the pomp and circumstance. I hear you have a child on the way, Kojiro. What is it? Why the gloomy face? Lord Masamune, I beg your forgiveness, but please forget whatever you heard on the matter. What do you mean? Your wife's not sick, is she? No, it's nothing like that. It is something that I will handle myself when the time comes. Handle? You seem very reserved about all this. What in the world happened? Nothing has happened, my lord. It's simply that, without an heir of your own, Lord Masamune, this lowly Katakura child would stand to succeed you, and that is wholly unacceptable. His boss is based on Oniniwa Yoshinao, servant of the Datekun. Oh, okay, I know who that is then. I know who that is. Actually, wait, could be one or the other. I'm not sure which one it is. He might have changed his name. But yeah. I shall handle the situation as soon as the baby is born. Wait, just wait a moment. There's no need for anything like that. But then how else am I to show my loyalty? You don't have to show anything, Kojiro. Oniniwa Tsunatomo is his son. Oh, okay, then I know who it is. Yeah. He's the old man. Oniniwa Yoshinao is the old man in this game. He's a servant of the Date clan, who sacrificed himself in battle for the victory of the Date clan. He literally died for his clan, so it makes sense that in Sekiro he's also very devoted, screaming and giving his life for the clan, because that's exactly what he did IRL. You don't have to show anything, Kojiro. I know you're loyal to me. Oh, I know. Why not devote the child to me? Devote the child? Yes, raise him to be a fine samurai, a man who will serve me well. Actually, we might see that scene, because we haven't seen that event in the game yet, but it will happen in the game. At some point. I understand. If you wish it, I will raise a warrior whose efforts will aid the Date. I shan't let you down. Excellent. I'm counting on you, Kojiro. Whew. That was more intense than any blade I've faced on the battlefield. Yeah, Kojiro was willing to kill his own child because that child would be older than whatever child that Masamune would have. Holy shit. As clan leader, such loyalty is certainly heartening, but maybe he could go a little easier. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. But today's a day for celebration. Let's ready a banquet. In time, Kojiro welcomed a healthy baby boy into the world, named Katakura Shigenaga. he would serve Masamune well. After inheriting the name Kojiro from his father, his battlefield exploits would earn him the title Kojiro the Demon. He would ultimately advance to the position of Masamune's chief retainer. Yeah, he also inherited his father's helmet. The helmet is in a museum. It's the exact same helmet you saw in those pictures. Let's see. Training round. La 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 la. Okay. Let's see. Can we get the aristocratic honor? I don't think we have it yet. I really want it. We don't have anyone with aristocratic honor. That's a shame. It would make us so broken. Oh well, let's get this one. Survey sword confiscation. Well, actually, I want to get this one too. But this is good. Increases our farm crops. Let's see. Can we get temple donation? No, not yet. Also, because we are in Osaka now, we have a better reach to most of our territory, except Echi's and Kaga and this place. Wakarimashita zo. No, Niwa Nagahide died. He was one of Nobunaga's chief retainers. Alright, we need someone else to take the place. Where was he? Nochiseyama. Alright, Mitsunari, you're now the leader of Nochiseyama. Sawayama would make more sense, because that was his castle, but it's fine. There we go. Make it flourish, Mitsunari. Go, add a board. Okay, but I really want to merge this, otherwise bad things will happen. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna attack one castle. If I do that, I know for sure, for a fact, that we'll get the mission. Go! Move! Dosetsu's final moments. Oh, wait, let's go back to Kyushu then. Due to his bravery and loyalty, Tachibana Dosetsu's name was renowned throughout the Otomo clan and beyond. But even the great Dosetsu eventually fell victim to illness on the front lines. Tachibana Muneshige and Takahashi Joun, serving at the same outpost, desperately tried to administer aid, but perhaps due to old age, the sickness only worsened. Joun, I'm grateful for all you've done, but it seems I'll be leaving you soon. Is there anything you'd like to say? Please know that I have nothing but gratitude for you. You have done so much for the Otomo, as has Muneshige. But most importantly, I ask you to continue looking over the Otomo clan after I'm gone. You have my word. Even if I must break my body to do so, I will always protect the Otomo. Muneshige. Understood. Put my body in my armor and bury me here at Yanagawa. Do not ignore my wish, for I will become a demon and cannot safeguard the Otomo. Father, Lord Dosetsu, may you be at peace. A soldier to the very end, having spent nearly all of his life on the front lines, Tachibana Dosetsu also met his end there. Lord Joan, what is it, Muneshige? I intend to carry father's body to Tachibana-yama. Were Lord Dosetsu's dying words not to bury him in this land? I am aware, but no man could bear to lay his father's corpse to rest in a place like this. With his passing, I, Muneshige, am the one who will protect the Otomo. As such, I would have my father rest in peace at Tachibana-yama. Do as you please then. I must prepare. Excuse me. Become a fine general and an even finer man, Muneshige. Now, I suppose you will no longer call me father. But that is fine. Such is the way of things. The Otomo army, led by Muneshige, carried the corpse of Dosetsu home to Tachibana-yama Castle. The enemy officers lamented the great leader's death, quietly watching his funeral procession without interfering. Yet at the same time, the death of Dosetsu also led many officers to turn their backs on the Otomo clan and begin scheming behind closed doors. Yep, that's what happens in this period of time. Oh, someone with great ability died? Well, that's an opportunity for me to do something. Tachibana Dosetsu dies. Dosetsu's memories. Oh, there we go. A scene with his wife, Ginchiyo. Ah. Tachibana Muneshige was the legitimate son of Takahashi Jon, but he also became the son-in-law of Tachibana Dosetsu by wedding his daughter, Ginchiyo. They were never blessed with children, which placed a strain on their relationship. So not long after Dosetsu's death, they separated. It was plain to all that the two were not on the best terms. How unusual to see you in a place like this. Found out there is a game series named Sengoku Hime. It's like Sengoku Period, but every historical character is anime girls. There's a lot of games like that. A lot of games like... There was even like a Sengoku Jidai hentai game where all the characters were like... you know, every single historical figure was like an anime girl, which, you know, you had lewd scenes with them. Actually, it's not just one game, there's like 3 games like that. 3 different games like that. There's something about Japan and making like historical figures becoming anime girls. Not that I'm complaining. It has its own Japanese flavor to it. Oh, Hideyoshi is always looking happy. Yep. Always, except in Sengoku Basara, but other than that, Hideyoshi is always happy in like every single portrayal of his. How unusual to see you in a place like this. Indeed. Her doleful disposition is to be expected. She absolutely adored Lord Dosetsu. Sorry about your father. I did all I could, but it wasn't enough. I heard that you took it upon yourself to carry his body to Tachibana-yama. Yes, though in doing so, I went against your father's wishes. What did he ask? Oh, you never heard? Well, I suppose none would wish to tell you. Your father's orders were for his body to be buried on the battlefield. I was not told anything about this. Well, I did disobey his direct order. It's not something I'd like to be revealed to the world. Not even to his daughter? To your wife? Apologies for being such an uncaring husband. Was there anything else? You mean, did he say anything else before he died? Well, he asked us to put on his armor. No, that is not what I mean. What did you two talk about? Your father and I? Ever since you came, father was with you constantly. He hardly ever paid any attention to me. I feel a quiet rage simmering just beneath the surface. What did we talk about? Oh, he once scolded me for eating sweet fish in a way that was unbecoming of a samurai. Is that the type of thing you mean? Unbecoming of a samurai? According to him, picking and tearing at one's fish is not the way a samurai eats. He said that it'd make me a worthless layabout. That certainly sounds like him. Another time, I was walking down the road and stepped on a chestnut, so I asked a fellow clan member to pull it out for me. And what happened then? At your father's signal, the man ran up to me, and with all his might, he shoved the chestnut deeper into my foot. He told me that samurai should not wail when in pain. And he was right. A samurai does not wail. Indeed. It gladdens me to see you in better spirits. Oh. Even though your father is gone, I'm still here for you. If you ever find yourself feeling lonely, come to me at any time. I don't feel lonely. Of course not. I'm happy to hear it. I intend to make every effort to be as good as a warrior as your father was. I hope you take care of yourself as well. Farewell then. Father was right about you. Your potential as a samurai exceeds his own. But as for me... After separating from Muneshige, Ginchiyo lived in Chikugo Province Palace, where she was called Lady Miyanaga. The reason for the two living separately is simply recorded as discord, but the nuance of that word in relation to their situation has been lost in time. They really make him look more like a gorilla than a monkey in Sengoku Basara. Exactly, he looks like very threatening in Sengoku Basara. Which is why I'd probably say that his portrayal in Sengoku Basara is the most different of all the portrayals that I've seen. Tachibana Muneshige's marriage is dissolved. There we go. Alright, let's invade. Let's invade Shikoku before the Mori do it. The Shikoku expedition. Sanoki. Oh, any of the following. Okay, good. Good. Utsuru-kun Samurai Warriors 5. I haven't seen the designs of Samurai Warriors 5 yet. Because Samurai Warriors 5, it was a reboot. I haven't seen it yet. I want to play it on stream one day, actually. I'd like to play that game together with Samurai Warriors Spirit of the Sanada. One day. When I do my my Sengoku, you know, games month. Alright. But I'm very excited. I really like Samurai Warriors. It's a lot of fun to play. What do you want? You want a Dominium? Fine. We have a lot of empty territory. Would you like? Come here. Yeah. Nice. Alright. Let's conquer Hakuchi before it is too late. Yeah. Our alliance with the Mori is not gonna last long. That is okay. More surprised they haven't killed the Ashikaga yet. Actually, couldn't I make others submit to me right now? I think I could. Oh, the Mori have been... The Mori have been attacking Kyushu. That's bad. That's not supposed to happen. Let's see, can I make an alliance with the Otomo? I can. Let's do it before they get killed. Ah, what a shame. And never mind, it's not gonna happen. The Mori are growing far too much. They shouldn't be growing this much. That could ruin everything if they kill the Otomo. Come on, gimme. Nice. No, that's all we needed. Everyone go home. We don't need anything else. There we go, we can now do the Shikoku campaign expedition. The continued struggle for leadership over the Oda clan following the Honnoji incident drove the region surrounding the capital into an uproar. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Chosokabe Motochika fought to unify Shikoku. Eventually, Toyotomi Hideyoshi took control of the capital, but Motochika sided with Tokugawa Ieyasu against him at the Battle of Komaki Nagakute. Even after making peace with Ieyasu, Hideyoshi was still wary of Shikoku and demanded submission from the Chosokabe clan. So, what did Hideyoshi do? He asked the Chosokabe to relinquish control over all the territory in Shikoku to him in exchange for his recognition of Tosa as a country. Does he take us for fools? Shikoku was won by our own strength alone. Why should we just hand it to him? Even brother cannot suppress his anger at this. The Chosokabe refused Hideyoshi's terms of surrender and hurried to bolster their army for the conflict that was sure to follow. I didn't think you would surrender so easily, but to so brazenly defy me. You truly are a bat on a birdless island. Times have changed since the Honnoji incident. Don't think that you can pretend to be king of Shikoku forever. Hideyoshi promptly set an army to conquer Shikoku, calling upon the Mori for support. Kuroda Kanbei was entrusted to lead the vanguard, and Toyotomi Hidenaga was appointed as general. Including the Mori clan's troops, an army set to exceed 100,000 men began its march into Shikoku. There we go. Hideyoshi, the great unifier of Japan. I could not dream of a better opponent. No matter how great your army, we will never let Shikoku be overrun by outsiders. Alright, what's next? Oh, alright. Less than 3 castles, is that it? So we do have to conquer them all. Alright, I'll give you this. So we have to keep going. Damn, I sent all my army away. That is fine. Let's kill Shikoku then. Conquer Shikoku. If we conquer these 2 castles, we'll be in a good spot. I'm so afraid that the Otomo will be conquered. I hope it doesn't happen. This is already not supposed to happen right now. Hope he doesn't screw up anything. Alright, let's send more troops there. It's a bit far away, but we should be able to just fine. Also, I just noticed I don't have as much money anymore. No, we won't do anything else there. The benevolent. Otagyuchi, Yamauchi Kazutoyo, Hosokawa Tadaoki. I'll leave it as is for now. Honestly, I think I'm gonna send Hideyoshi, even if he has less troops. Oh, there we go. The Ukita will conquer Kawanoe. That's good. They're my vassals, so they will become mine one day. Hey, bounty, please, on my lands. Yes! More food for everyone. That is good. With more food, we can have more troops and more provisions. Yeah, the Mori clan, we have a truce. Actually... Maybe I should keep that alliance going. Or maybe not. I'm undecided. No, I'll keep the alliance. There we go. Let's do this. Completo. He'll like us more now. Oh, there we go, we got the absorb vassals thing. Ooh, let's go! Ukita conquer that with a great victory. Let's go! You make your father proud. Now we can now absorb the Sogo. This is good. We just need to conquer one more castle and we'll be done with them, I think. Oh yeah, the Mori are going way too hard. Yeah, the Mori are going way too hard. I'm gonna have to kick their ass then. They're not supposed to take Kyushu after all. Things are not going as history intended. Goddamn, the Mori are so strong. Supply station. There we go, the Sogo are ours. See, we can appoint someone here. Maeda Toshiya, why not? Toshi is a good officer. I mean, Sanuki. We will be fighting against the Mori after all, so I want to make sure these castles are ready. Even though we're not supposed to fight the Mori, always blame Mori, yep. Always. The Mori are way too strong, they're way too successful here. It's kind of funny to say that. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind, that's a different one. Kazumasa absconds. My lord, we have received yet another letter from the Toyotomi clan. Probably another demand that would convenience them alone. Just ignore it. Ishikawa Kazumasa was Tokugawa Ieyasu's most trusted retainer. He had attended to Ieyasu since even before they broke free from the Imagawa clan, and the two had found success in many a battle. With the drastic changes that occurred after the Honnoji incident, he was put in charge of diplomatic relations with the Toyotomi clan, a relationship of utmost importance to the Tokugawa. Lord Ishikawa, do you not feel you have been overly accommodating of the Toyotomi clan as of late? It seems you are not properly communicating the will of our own clan. Cancel the single with her. The songwriter. That was certainly not my intent. I have made every effort to convey the Tokugawa's position to the Toyotomi clan. While fulfilling his role with the best of intentions, Kazumasa had come to feel pulled between the two sides. As once a senior retainer, of Lord Oda Nobukatsu's, who was suspected of favoring the Toyotomi clan, and he was cut down by Lord Nobukatsu himself. My standing within this clan has fallen recently as well. They will think me to be in a league with the enemy. I cannot endure this slander much longer. If my reward for playing this thankless role is to have my life endangered, then I would sooner not. Ishikawa Kazumasa fled to the Toyotomi clan. This shocking development plunged the Tokugawa clan into chaos, and for good reason. They had been betrayed by a man who had served them longer than any other. Lord Ishikawa was colluding with the enemy after all! What a disgrace! A more pressing concern is that our secrets leaking out. Our battle formations, our tactics, our armaments. The Toyotomi clan will learn everything. We must completely revise our military organization. We must learn from the Takeda clan surviving retainer and create entirely new strategies. Amidst the uproar, Tokugawa Ieyasu alone harbored regret over the loss of his long-serving retainer. I am sorry, Kazumasa. Sorry that your suffering eluded me. Let our military systems be leaked. Let all our secrets be revealed. The blame for driving away our trusted confidant lies with me. Meanwhile, at the Toyotomi clan, you did well to come to us, Kazumasa. Be at ease. Our clan will ensure that you want for nothing for the rest of your days. Thank you. I am as delighted as I am grateful. I look forward to our relationship. I am deeply sorry, Ieyasu. Believe me, I did not mean for any of this to happen. But please do not worry. As a member of the Toyotomi clan, I will do what I can to ensure the Tokugawa clan enjoys favorable treatment. Although Kazumasa kept his efforts inconspicuous after his transfer to the Toyotomi clan, he always endeavored to preserve the harmony between the Toyotomi and the Tokugawa. There we go. He is with us now. What? Oh. The other guy isn't there yet. Ishin Suden. What a politics. His politics stat is really high. Look at that. Yeah, I wanna get all that bonus. All those bonuses. Where do you wanna go? Into Himeji? All yours. Although he's not being used properly there, I suppose. They're not there yet. My provisions are suffering though. Wakarimashita gozaru. Alright. Keep improving. Osaka. It's still more worth it to go for money. See, are they finally there? There they are. Shirozomi desu ka? Just throw yourselves at the enemy. Everything will be fine. We'll beat the Mori afterwards. Not now. You're fine, just keep fighting, fight a bit harder, that's all. Akayama Ukon. I know this campaign is very sloppily made, but it's fine, it's alright. We'll be fine. I wouldn't play like this in the regular campaign. I'm just throwing troops and YOLO. Leroy Jenkins.
Yoshi, 始めるとしよう。
わかり申しました。
Someone else changes their name again. A branch family of the noble Nitta clan, the Yamana were once known as the Lords of the Sixth, mighty daimyo that ruled over the 11 of the 66 countries. However, as they entered the Warring States era, internal conflict saw the clan divided, time and again. After eventually coming up against another powerful clan, the Inaba Yamana clan leader, Yamana Toyokuni, chose to surrender. But his retainers, determined to fight on, drove him out of his own castle. With his former stronghold lost, he embarked on a pilgrimage across many countries. It is uncertain exactly when Toyokuni shaved his head, but it is believed that he went by the name Yamana Zenko after entering the priesthood. I have turned my back on society. I see this, and still they speak of me serving the government again. How strange. They would likely call me shameless, though, if I were to work under the name I bore as leader of the Yamana. Henceforth, I shall take the cloth and call myself Zenko. There we go, he changed his name. And now he's with the Tokugawa. Council fish. Oh, right. We had this thing. I don't think I want any of this. No, I don't. Hideyoshi. Good. Come on, just one more castle before they take Nakamura. I don't want the Mori to take Nakamura Castle. Dormets. More employment. That's what we want. Wait, what is this? There's still a castle without anyone? How? I literally... The auto point doesn't do it for me for some reason. Where? Where is it? Where is that castle? Gimme. Can't quite see it. No. Oh, over here. Alright, Gamu Ujisato, it's all yours. Ujisato is good. He's a good officer too, though. Oh, the Oda and the Tokugawa are fighting? Huh. Interesting. Come on, just take over that. How hard is it to take a castle? Alright. Hideyoshi, go. Absorb vassals. Ooh, finally. Let's go. You can now absorb those guys. Oh, Otani Yoshitsugu changed into his form, into his final form. He now has leprosy. I'm not joking, he actually had leprosy. There we go. Motoyama is out. Let him go. We should be able to be fine now. They're gonna take Nakamura though. No, I want that castle. Alright, damn, so many people can get commendations now. So many. Hoshie, sure. You'll be the courageous. He's sick, literally, yep. Pretty much. Hey, what the hell? Oh. Oh. That's all I have to do then. That is a lot of troops. It's fine, we just need to fight it. Get the castle. Just attack the castle. Come on. That's all we have to do. There we go. Motochika's failure. Even the forces of the Chosokabe clan, renowned for their strength, could not deny their inferiority to the sheer numbers boasted by Hideyoshi's invading army. Though the Chosokabe army fought well across Shikoku, being forced to engage at multiple fronts eventually exhausted them. I dare say it has become pointless to continue resisting. Our troops cannot withstand any further bloodshed. So you say we should cower and surrender? My army has lost no major battle. I will not yield before things have been decided. I beg you to reconsider. We should surrender while we still have our pride, before our people and soldiers collapse. Enough! There is nothing more shameful for a warrior than to fold before even tasting battle. If shame is what you seek, Tadazumi, then take a blade to your own stomach. I will do no such thing. Shall continue to call for surrender until we exceed. The heated exchange between lord and vassal was soon pacified by the retainers, but Motochika remained adamant in his wish for a decisive battle against Hideyoshi's army. Even if they dared not say it aloud, all of his retainers knew that a head-on confrontation with such an enemy would certainly result in their annihilation. One by one, Motochika's retainers were convinced by Tani Tadazumi and began pressuring the clan leader to surrender. This is maddening! Does the Chosokabe clan of Tosa have no true samurai left? At last, Motochika gave in to his retainers and went to Hideyoshi to propose their surrender. So, damn, that was such a smug line. So, you finally chose to yield. Later than I've liked, though. The Chosokabe clan was given dominion over Tosa, but were forced to concede the rest of Shikoku, the land that they had carved out as proof of their might. However, that valorous display of their pride as conquerors of Shikoku may have been what allowed them to survive a direct challenge to the Great Wind of Fire himself. Here we go. Chosokabe clan becomes a vassal of the Toyotomi clan. Chosokabe clan occupies Motoyama Castle. Oh, so they do have Motoyama. There we go. Wait, where's Motochika's regrets? Wait! No! We're not gonna see this event, god damn it! Okay, I'm gonna show you guys these events instead, then. Wait, this... Oh, this is not... This is fine. We haven't seen Toyohisa's first march. We haven't seen this one either. Because, like, too many things are different. This is a very difficult scenario to keep in line, because the AI just does a lot of things. Yeah, this is guy. Onini wa Sagetsusai. It's the guy you were talking to, that we were talking about earlier. And then this. And then this also didn't happen because the Date destroyed the Ashina clan. Damn, so many events we're not gonna be able to see because the Date went crazy. Yeah, this is for later. Yeah, this is for later. And this is already beyond what we need to care about. Alright, I guess I'll show you guys the events we haven't seen yet. But what about this one? Attack on Kyushu. They don't have Bungo now. Why? This is annoying. We won't be able to see the Kyushu campaign anymore because the Mori conquered Bungo. That's annoying. Yeah, we can't do things historically anymore. That is such a shame. Well, I guess the solution to this would be to just look at every single historical event just manually instead of playing the game. Because the game isn't gonna go historical anymore. Too many events have already changed, both in the north and in the south. Let me see. Hideyoshi and Ieyasu. Yeah. That sucks. The AI just went nuts. That's why. Like, the Mori clan conquered Kyushu, which they shouldn't do. They also got a bit of Shikoku. They shouldn't do any of this, by the way. Like, because of that, the Otomo clan, which is supposed to be the second strongest clan in Kyushu after the Shimazu, they just lost their home province. They lost this, which is supposed to be theirs. And in the north, the Date clan also conquered things that they shouldn't. So a lot of events that, you know, weren't supposed to happen. Okay. We can't do it like this anymore. We have to go and look at the events manually from now on. It's gonna have to be like that, unfortunately. To be fair, maybe the fault is mine because I set the AI to be very aggressive. So maybe that's why. The AI is just, you know, not pulling any punches. Let's see, gallery. We're gonna have to see it through here then. Let's see. No. 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 Wait, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, so this is one we haven't seen. Toyohisa's first march. We didn't see this one. So let's see that one. Arima Harunobu, Daimyo Hizen, plotted to defect from the Ryuzoji clan and join the Shimazu. Enraged at Harunobu's intentions, Ryuzoji Takanobu launched an offensive against the Arima, leaving the Shimazu clan with no choice but to send reinforcements. The distinguished warrior Iehisa was dispatched along with his son Toyohisa, for whom this would be the first battle. Father, preparations for the march are complete. Ah, is that you, Toyohisa? You look ready for your first campaign. Forgive a father's bias, but you certainly make a fine soldier. Father. Ah, but the strings of your helmet are untied. Let your father give you a hand. Sir. Iehisa tied the helmet strings tightly, then took his wakizashi and sliced off the excess string dangling below the nuts. Wait, I'll not be able to untie the strings now, father. That is not for you to do. Your father will untie your strings when you've returned to camp after claiming your victory. But I don't understand. Your helmet will stay on until you die. Now friend and foe alike will know your determination. You've a lot to learn. This battle is your first, but it may also be your last. And when your enemies look upon your corpse, they will see these helmet strings, and they will know the resolve of soldiers born to the Shimazu clan. That is what I pray for, and when that time comes, let us walk the road to the next life side to side, Toyohisa. That's just the determination I'd expect from Lord Iehisa. Indeed. I understand now, father. Lord Toyohisa. Father! I shall drag 1,000 of those bastards down that road with us. Ah, Lord Iehisa, you have set your son's very spirit aflame. One of Shimazu Yehiza's characteristics in battle was his aggressive application of held ground. His soldiers were permitted only to move forward, and any attempt to fall back past the set position was punished by death. This is one of Shimazu's powerful tactics, and it ensured that soldiers fought to the death. Yehiza's battles were marked always by strategy and death alike. So yeah, and then they fight the Ryuzoji, they destroy the Ryuzoji, they cut off the head of Takanobu, and yeah. Alright, let's see. Then yeah, this scene we also didn't see. Hoen Tentokuji changes his name. Hoen Tentokuji, the son of daimyo of Shimotsuke, Sano Yasutsuna, wandered the lands instead of serving his older brother Masatsuna. Though he is believed to have served under Oda Nobunaga for a time, he ultimately returned to the Sano clan to support his nephew Munetsuna. Upon Munetsuna's death in battle, however, the Sano clan was left without an heir, rendering Hoen the most suitable successor. To think that the Sano clan I left behind would end up mine to lead. Life is not without a sense of irony. I must adopt a son and entrust the Sano clan to them, even if I am only in charge for a moment, though it would not do for me to lead as Hoen. Hoen returned to secular life and took the Sano clan's traditional name character Tsuna into his name, becoming Fusatsuna. For a short time, he became the clan's leader. Alright, so that's the scene. Next one, the Shikoku expedition, we did this one. Yeah. First battle of Ueda, yeah, we saw this. Fortunately, there's no any more like badass cutscenes, I think. We've seen this one. Oh, we've seen this one. 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 Ah. So this is the one we couldn't see because the Mori. And this is important because it prevents us from seeing every single scene from Kyushu. And it prevents us from taking Kyushu as well. So that is why it's important that... it's why it's so crucial that we needed to see this. Because that's what causes the Toyotomi to come to Kyushu to fight the Shimazu. And trigger all of those scenes we're seeing right here. So yeah, attack on Kyushu. So, context. The Shimazu clan is at war with the Otomo clan. And the Shimazu clan are succeeding in conquering all of Kyushu. The Otomo clan is like seeing themselves in a pickle. So they decide to ask Toyotomi Hideyoshi for help. That is why Hideyoshi goes to help. For a time, Otomo Sorin boasted such power as to rule over most of northern Kyushu. However, he now found his position slipping. Under pressure from the Ryuzoji and Shimazu, even Sorin's headquarters of Bungo was now under threat. In a bind, he sought aid from Chief Advisor Hideyoshi. I stand before you as a shamed man. Shimazu has proven too much for us. I beg you to come to our aid. I hear your concern, Sorin. As Chief Advisor, I hereby forbid all regions from unapproved territorial expansion. I will share my plans for regional division with the daimyo of Kyushu, and then those who do not comply will be punished. Chief Advisor Hideyoshi's division plan for Kyushu was generous, affording the Shimazu clan governance over Satsuma, Osumi, and Hyuga, another territory. But the Shimazu clan, who took pride in having expanded their territories through their own strength, ignored the proclamation and continued their invasion of Bungo. That wretch of a chief advisor, he has no business at all drawing the lines across our territories. Sorin is just as despicable, running off to Hideyoshi of all people. The man is no samurai at all. But as hard to stomach as Hideyoshi's proposal is, he has a colossal army. Do you think we could put a dent in it, Toshihisa? We can do more than dent it. We have the land advantage. But then, Chosokabe Motochika of Shikoku similarly rejected the peace proposal offered to him, and was subjugated for it. The size and might of Shikoku and Kyushu are incomparable, and the Shikoku soldiers were marching too, which must have drained their morale. Toshihisa, Would you have us go along with Hideyoshi's proposal? No. If everyone is prepared to fight, then I am in agreement. But we mustn't forget that this foe is very different from those we fought before, in both scale and strategy. Indeed, we will not bow down before Hideyoshi. Send all our troops to attack Otobosori. Those rotten Shimazu, they've elected to follow in the Chusakabe's footsteps. They are ignorant, knowing nothing of the world beyond their doorstep. Then you shall face the chief advisor himself. The Shimazu will be brought to justice by the same great army that bested Shikoku. So rose the curtain on Hideyoshi's Kyushu campaign. This one wouldn't be as easy as the Shikoku campaign, to be fair. The Shimazu are very strong. Then Hideyoshi and Ieyasu. The Battle of Komaki Nagakute ended when Oda Nobukatsu decided of his own volition to make peace with Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Tokugawa Ieyasu had no choice but to acquiesce to this reconciliation. As it was little more than a truce, however, tensions remained high throughout both the Toyotomi and the Tokugawa. Hideyoshi, determined to become the Grand Unifier, could not afford to ignore the towering presence of the Tokugawa clan. Undeterred by how his actions might be perceived, he began plotting to win them over. My lord, Hideyoshi has sent us yet another surprise guest. Damn and blast. He's only just sent his sister to be my wife. Even after I said no, I had no need for such. What is it this time? It is Lord Hideyoshi's mother. Presumably she is to be our hostage. His mother? How many of his family members does he intend to cart over? Lord Hideyoshi is known for being kind to his parents. That he has sent us his mother would suggest that this time he truly means well. And there's nothing for it. Our battle of wills with Lord Hideyoshi has worked in his favor. Now that it has come to this, we can neither run nor hide. Either having grown tired of being inundated with his relatives or being moved by the man's sincerity, Ieyasu finally decided to submit to Hideyoshi. Ieyasu went to the capital and then to Osaka to the residence of Hideyoshi's younger brother Hidenaga. Lord Tokugawa, we are joined this evening by someone most eager to make your acquaintance. Well now, who might that be? It is I, Hideyoshi! You have come a long way in the world, Lord Tokugawa. Lord Hideyoshi, our official meeting was arranged for tomorrow, was it not? Ah, the truth is that I have a request to ask of you relating to tomorrow's meeting. That's why I've come to you in this clandestine manner. A request? A number of daimyo will be participating in tomorrow's meeting. If you would bow to me before them, my authority would be made readily apparent. If I am to unite this nation quickly and bring peace to the land, I need you, Lord Tokugawa, to show them all that you respect my authority. Please! I understand. In tomorrow's meeting, I will bow to you in the presence of the daimyo. Oh, you will? I am much obliged, Lord Tokugawa. In Osaka, the following day, Tokugawa Ieyasu submitted to Hideyoshi's authority before the various assembled daimyo. Thank you, Tokugawa Ieyasu. My lord, I, Tokugawa Ieyasu, shall endeavor to obey your commands and do my utmost to bring peace to these lands. If you would grant your precious surcoats to one so lowly as me, I would lead your vanguard and rout your enemies. You would have no need to do so as mount as your steed, Lord Hideyoshi. Splendid! You shall have it! The daimyo were taken aback by Ieyasu's servility, and Hideyoshi's authority was made frightfully evident once again. This will do. Even Ieyasu, who gave me such trouble in Nagakute, has now pledged fealty to me. Daimyo across the nation will surely follow suit. I expect that I am the only one of these daimyo to whom Hideyoshi would come groveling in secret to request such an elaborate performance. This seems to be a source of great insecurity for Hideyoshi, but if I am to If I am the one to unite the nation, he will have no choice but to acknowledge my superiority. The shrewd cunning of these two great rivals, Hideyoshi and Ieyasu, would come to define them both. And so, with both men harboring ulterior motives, this historic meeting came to an end. Here we go. He's also had the effects, but I can't see the effects, right? No, I can't see the effects, that's a shame. Basically, I think he becomes a vassal in gameplay. Anyways, Joan and Muneshige. So, going back to Kyushu, you know, the Otomo clan, fighting the Shimazu clan. The Shimazu are advancing upon the Otomo. Upon receiving word that the Shimazu army was approaching Iwaya, the lord of the castle, Takahashi Joan, began fortifying its defenses. As Joan prepared for attack, Tachibana Muneshige visited from the backline castle of Tachibana Yama. Lord Joan, why do you aim to fend off an enemy assault at the undermanned Iwaya? Tachibana Yama is sturdy and sufficiently defended. We ought to retreat there and hold off the enemy together. In major incidents such as these, it is unwise for two leaders to take cover in one castle. If both of us were to die, it would spell the end of the Otomo. Be that as it may. It is as Lord Dosetsu says. It is up to you and I, Takahashi and Tachibana, to support the Otomo. And at the very least, you ought to leave Iwaya for a better fortified stronghold and meet the enemy there. A samurai who flees his castle is no samurai at all. I can fight off the onslaught from any castle, so long as fate is on my side. If it is not, I will die wherever I fight. Return to your castle, Muneshige. Bolster your defenses and prepare for battle. I see. Father means to die. For him to fight them here, he must mean to die. For Otomo, his pride as a samurai, no. There's more to it than that alone. To hold off the enemy and buy more time. To better protect Tachibana Yama. To protect me, he means to die. Father! Farewell, Muneshige. Let fate be with you if it is meant to be. You will become one of the finest samurai in the West. No, in all the land. Declining the proposal offered by Tachibana Muneshige, Takahashi Joan chose to fight to the last at Iwaya Castle. It is said that in response to that bravery, Tachibana Muneshige sent 30 of his best soldiers to Iwaya. But as they were no longer father and son, Muneshige could do nothing else for Joan. And now we're gonna see the aftermath of that. Joan's way. Takahashi Joan's unit camp. Having prepared for the imminent battle, the infantry of Joan's unit made camp and began to sup. What is it? Gut giving you grief? Nay, I was just thinking about all those who've died in battle. Might finally be my turn tomorrow. This food doesn't go down so well with that on the mind. Now that you mention it, I'm not hungry either. Fearing the following day's battle, Joan's infantry struggled to face even their food. Listen up, the lot of you! Ah, Lord Joan. Countless lives have been lost in the battles we've fought. So all of you who are left, the finest of our marching men, surely you know by now that to die in a blaze of gore is the noblest thing you can do in life. A man's death is the finest stage of which he will ever stand. How can he perform with nothing in his belly? You cannot die on an empty stomach. Now, watch! Those onigiri are enormous. He's got so many of them. Or Joan, you're not going to. Delicious! What's wrong with you all? Are you not hungry? Suddenly, I can feel my strength coming back. Yes, let us feast! That's a way to incentivize your army to eat. A good leader leads by example. Records refer to this occasion as the Great Onigiri Feast. The infantry's morale was restored simply by eating onigiri. This was a prime example of the unique ways in which the exemplary general Takahashi Joan conducted his troops. There we go. That's how we do it. And then, the aftermath of that. The Otomo clan's god of war. Iwaya Castle had been surrounded by the Shimazu clan's massive army. Although the outcome was all but decided, there was one man in the Otomo clan who would continue defending the castle without surrender until his very death. Takahashi Joan. My lord, the enemy has dispatched an envoy. They are requesting armistice. Armistice. They have the advantage, why would they? What's the envoy's name? Niro Kurando, it seems. He came to the castle gates to speak to us. Niro. Very well. Agree to the armistice. I shall speak to the envoy at the Arrow Tower. I am Niro Kurando, retainer of the Shimazu clan. I have come to discuss an important matter with the master of the castle. I wish to speak to Lord Takahashi Joan. His man is Niro Tadamoto. I is with the demon Musashi of Shimazu. And I am Aso Geki. I will speak to you on behalf of the lord of this castle. So you have come out, Joan. That is clearly Takahashi Joan. Firstly, it is truly impressive that you were able to drive off so large an attacking force with so small a guard. And your willingness to die for your cause is equally remarkable. However, a true man of honor would not die for a cause so wicked as this. It is lamentable that the retainer of Lord Joan's caliber would die for the treacherous Otomo. We, the Shimazu, boast fair rulers, honorable samurai, and a vast domain. All is in order. One day we will hold all the nation in our grasp. Would Lord Joan not seize this conflict, join us, and dedicate his life to our righteous cause? I have heard nothing worth sharing with my lord. I shall adhere to my true cause. Now listen to me, Niro Kurando. Turbulence is part and parcel of such troubled times. Even the Otomo clan, which has existed since Kamakura, was brought low by its defeat at Hyuga and is now overrun by traitors. There is no denying this. But the luck of the Shimazu, of Satsuma, will run dry someday, and they too will wane. If you let your resolve stagnate with them, it will be your shame, samurai. Our lives are like the morning dew, waiting to be dispersed by the sun's rays. None of us will last forever. Only the names of those who die for their beliefs will live on. So I will not join you. Let the battle go on, Musashi Prefect Niro. Magnificent. He truly is a magnificent general. To think that the Otomo clan boasts a man of such merit. All forces, continue the assault on the castle. Tear it from the very earth. Are you certain? Our lord's orders were to reason with them. The good name of Hayato of Satsuma will be tarnished if we let an enemy of that magnitude walk away from this. Even should my corpse become buried in the moss, that cloaks Iwaya. Let my name forever be enshrined in heaven above. This was the death poem of Takahashi Joan, who, along all the soldiers of Iwaya Castle, died honorably without surrendering. This esteemed general who lived and died by his principles came to be praised by friend and foe alike. In time, Takahashi Joan would be venerated as a god of war made manifest. There we go. That's the end of Takahashi Joan. Takahashi Joan dies. Okay, now let's go to the north. To Tohoku. Where the Date clan is fighting everyone around them. The Ashina, the Satake, and everyone else. So the Satake decide to unite a bunch of clans and march an army against the Date. And that will be the Battle of Hitotoribashi. Which is the battle that I was referring to earlier, Almighty. The one where the general that's based off the guy from Sekiro. This is the battle where he sacrifices himself. Following the death of Date Terumune, the state of affairs in Oshu began to shift drastically. The Nihomatsu clan, whose leader, Nihomatsu Yoshitsugu, had fallen along with Terumune, sought help from the Ashina clan. The Ashina clan in turn went to the Satake clan, with whom their ties were strong. The Soma clan and others opposed to the Date followed suit, joining forces to raise a colossal army. Date clan, Date Masamune's castle. Enemy leader is Satake Yoshishige. It seems he intends to lead a large force to attack Nihomatsu Castle from the rear. And we have only to intercept them. That would be folly. We are vastly outnumbered. That's the truth. We must yield here to buy time. Lord Masamune. This is the guy. He changed his name, but that's the guy. Where is it, old man? I beseech you to give me command of our army for this battle. Father, what are you doing? You have something in mind? I do, and I am certain that it will see us to victory. Very well. The army is yours. This is lunacy, father. How can you hope to win against such numbers? Silence, my son. I said I would win, and a samurai does not go back on his word. But how? Oh. So it escapes even the Katakura the wise? So long as victory belongs to the Date in the end, nothing else matters. Do you mean to die? Then I too will fight with every fiber of my being. Anti-Date coalition, Satake army camp. Father, how will the Date respond? That brat doesn't know how to yield. We'll fight on our own hands for sure. By the way, both of these guys, those armors are the actual armors they wore. They are on a museum in exposition in Japan. So yeah, they actually wore these helmets. That brat doesn't know how to yield. We will fight on our hands for sure. And our victory is assured. We shall take Masamune's head. You're still a boy yourself, and more naive than the Masamune brats to boot. He murdered his own father to take control of Oshu. He may be young, but he won't give us an easy fight. Bear that in mind. Listen, Yoshinobu. I will bring down Masamune's camp myself. You are to follow directly after me. Of course, father. The marital alliance of the Date clan, known as the Kith and Kin, had lasted generations and brought to Oshu peace and stability, as well as a sense of boredom. Masamune had vowed to destroy this alliance himself in order to unify Oshu. But its destruction heralded an unprecedented crisis. The Battle of Hitotoribashi was about to begin. Here we go. And now for the battle itself, Satake retreats. The attack on the Date army by the combined forces of the Satake and Ashina had been a fierce clash from the beginning, but the sun was finally setting on the Battle of Hitotoribashi. According to some historians, the coalition's army soldiers outnumbered those of the Date 4-1, placing Masamune at a clear disadvantage. My lord, your army is riddled with bullet holes. You mustn't stand on the front line. It's too dangerous. I know that, old man, but I can't very well put my feet up while my soldiers are fighting for their very lives. Were it to fall in battle, it would shake the soldiers' morale beyond repair. We should take this chance and to fall back. You're suggesting retreat? Bah! Lord Masamune, leave this to me. I will charge through the enemy ranks and buy you the time to withdraw. No, old man, wait! No sooner had he spoken than Oniniwa Sagetsusai crossed Hitotoribashi Bridge and charged at the enemy soldiers. The coalition quickly fell into disarray. No, Sagetsu! My lord, we must withdraw at once. Do not waste these moments that Lord Sagetsusai has risked his life to give you. Understood. Fall back! Steel yourselves, for the Date clan has Oniniwa Sagetsusai in its ranks! If there is a man among you with a spine to face me, let him come! wielding the golden baton given to him by Masamune, Oniniwa Sagetsusai took charge of the Date's elite troops and fought with all his might. He would not survive the Battle of Hitotoribashi. However, his sacrifice had plunged the enemy forces into chaos, allowing Date Masamune to safely retreat. That Date boy has done well to last this long, but it ends here. My lords, we have an emergency! Onosaki Yoshimasa has been stabbed by his servants! What did you say? My uncle! It seems those bastards were working for either Edo or Satomi. That's absurd. We've alliances with Edo and Satomi both. But I suppose more absurd things have happened. Yoshinobu, pack up camp. We will withdraw to Hitachi. Father, just one moment. We have not a moment to spare. It pains me to let that Date brat slip through our grasp. We have little to gain from attacking Oshu to begin with. As long as my attention is directed toward the battle here, Hitachi is in danger. Tell everyone we're leaving. So we've won the battle and lost the war. Fearing for their home of Hitachi, and still reeling after the assassination of Yoshishige's uncle Yoshimasa, the Satake army ceased fighting and retreated. What luck! This could only be divine providence! You truly believe this was providence? If not, I don't know what. No, don't tell me. Suppose I can't rule out providence entirely. Things certainly did work out nicely. Indeed, providence is something one must take for oneself. I'm glad you're on our side. So Masamune survived the Battle of Hitotoribashi, the greatest crisis he had ever faced. Though the losses he suffered were great, his brutal battle ultimately proved extraordinarily fruitful. There we go. And then we saw this one. There we go. The birth of Ashina Yoshihiro. We're still in the north. Ashina Moritaka, the 18th leader of the Ashina clan, was born of the Nikkaido clan and married to Date Terumune's sister. Although he was a fine warrior, his having been born of another clan kept him from assuming complete control of the family, and a secret feud persisted among the countries of the Ashina clan. This feud culminated in an incident wherein Moritaka was suddenly slain by his favorite retainer. Moritaka's heir, Kameomaru, died of illness as an infant, leaving Date Masamune's younger brother, Date Kojiro, and Satake Yoshishige's second son, Satake Yoshihiro, as replacement candidates. Following a fierce disinformation campaign, Satake Yoshihiro was chosen to become clan leader. He changed his name to Ashina Yoshihiro and joined the Ashina clan. Yoshishige, you've certainly wormed your way into the good graces of Ashina's chief retainers. The little Date brat. If you think you can trick me with your plots, you've got another thing coming. And so the Ashina clan became retainers of the Satake clan, and Yoshishige constructed a bridgehead to expand into Oshu. However, the power struggle born of the race for succession still raged on among the Ashina members. And with young Yoshihiro an untested leader, a dark cloud was looming on the horizon. Yeah, doesn't went well for the Ashina. Next, Takatora repays a debt. Takatora at this time is working for either the Toyotomi or the Tokugawa, but keeping in mind the Tokugawa are vassals of the Toyotomi, is working for the Toyotomi. Oh, okay, Mikawa, that means he's with the Tokugawa then. Mikao Province, Yoshida Inn. You're welcome here, my lord samurai. Ah, innkeeper. You happen to remember my face? Pains me to say that I do not. Have I had the pleasure? It's little wonder you couldn't tell. I am no longer the man I once was. Todo Takatora had called on the Yoshida Inn many years before, when he still wandered the land as a ronin. My belly's hollow as a rotted out tree trunk. You there, good samurai? Me? Yes, sir. You've the look of a man who's traveled far. I've food aplenty to fill your belly. Everyone in these parts swears by my mochi. One bite and you'll be a changed man. No, I couldn't. I mean, is it really that good? It's so soft it'll melt in your mouth. Just a thing to ease your tired feet. Come in, come in. Takatora allowed the merchant to lead him inside, where he gobbled down all the mochi placed before him. It truly does melt in the mouth. I've never had the like. I love mochi, by the way. Haha, you truly have a warrior's appetite, my lord samurai. Blast it, the mochi was so good, I went and ate him out of house and home. I fear I've done you a discourtesy, innkeeper. I have taken your food, and yet I have no coin to pay you for it. I humbly beg your forgiveness. Is that so? And you need owe me nothing just yet, so long as you swear to repay me once your fortunes turn. Truly? I am in your debt. Traveling with empty pockets cannot be easy. Allow me to give you some money and mochi for the road. A meager offering though it may be. You are most generous, but I would not take further advantage of your charity. Not at all. Perhaps someday the samurai who ate my mochi will be a daimyo with a castle of his own, and then it will pay to be in his good graces. I shall wait and dream of that day to come. Thank you. I will return and settle my debt. I swear it. It's me, Todo Takatora, the worthless rogue who ate your mochi without a single coin to my name. Ah, I remember you. How rude of me to never ask your name. I never introduced myself, did I? Well, that is of little import. Thanks to you, I have become the daimyo you thought I might. You don't mean? Then the mochi samurai is truly coming to his own. Well done! And today, I have come to repay my debt. Your mochi was so fine, I think I might buy today's stock. We'll discover the sum. My lord, this is far more than the goods are worth. I cannot possibly accept this. No need to be humble. I'm simply paying you back with interest. Still, I cannot take all this. Perhaps you can strike a bargain. I will return this money if you would grant me but one request. What do you desire? Speak and you shall have it. All I desire, my lord Takatora, is that whenever you come this way, you rest your feet at my inn and eat my mochi. Are you sure this is all you wish for? Well, you can be certain that I shall bring all of my retainers. You are welcome any time, my lord. Moved by the innkeeper's humble generosity, it is said that Takatora adopted 3 white circles, resembling 3 pieces of mochi, as his standard. As for how much of this tale is true and how much is fiction, only history can tell. There you go, wholesome though, very wholesome. Anyways, Kikawa Motoji, we've seen this scene already. Actually, I'm not sure, let me see. When the stalwart supporter of the Mori clan, Kikawa Motoharu, okay, no, we didn't see this one, passed away due to illness, and his eldest son, Motonaga, died soon after, the matter of who would succeed Kikawa became an issue. The remaining sons of Motoharu that were eligible to inherit the Kikawa clan were Motoji, Motomune, his second-born, who had been adopted into the Niho clan, and Hiroye, Tsunenobu, his third son. Motoji quickly returned to the Kikawa from the Niho clan, but Terumoto of the parent Mori clan made the decision that Hiroye was to assume control. Brother, I have been chosen to inherit the Kikawa house. I am terribly sorry. It is the will of Lord Terumoto. There is nothing for it. I suspect I was deemed too infirm for the task. Afterward, Motoji changed his name to Hanzawa and distanced himself from Hiroye, who closed his heart to his sibling in turn. Although it was ordained by the ruler, from Motoji's perspective, perhaps having his claim to the clan usurped by his younger brother had been an inevitability. There you go, he changes his name. Okay, now let's go back to Kyushu, because now the Toyotomi clan has arrived in Kyushu to help the Otomo fight the Shimazu. Because you remember, the Shimazu conquered Iwaya Castle and they're advancing further into Otomo lands. But now, the regent's army arrives. The Toyotomi are here. Battle of Hetsugigawa. Hideyoshi's Kyushu campaign had begun. Among those mobilized for this endeavor were soldiers who had become Hideyoshi's vassals following his subjugation of Chosokabe Motochika in Shikoku. Ultimately, a great many battles were fought at Hetsugigawa River. Daimyo with territories in Shikoku made their way there to give aid to Tsuruga Castle, which was under siege by Shimazu Iehisa. We will cross the Hetsugigawa River here. It is vital that we provide relief to those in the castle as soon as possible. As commander of Hideyoshi's army, Sengoku Gonbei Hidehisa fought alongside the Chosokabe unit. The river is too treacherous to cross at the moment. We should wait for all our allies arrive before we attempt to traverse it. And what if the castle falls while we wait? As commander, I cannot abide so feeble an approach. Did Lord Hideyoshi not order us to avoid unnecessary hostilities? Would you make light of his commands? Sengoku and Motochika were not on good terms. The division of Shikoku following its subjugation saw the former awarded governance of Sanuki, while the territory of the latter was reduced to Tosa. In the end, Sengoku won the argument and the united armies of Shikoku decided to cross the Hetsugigawa. So you've come, lapdogs of Hideyoshi, bathed in the glory of Shimazu Iehisa, for there shall be no such glory where you are going. What? Damn it! Be still, everyone! Led by Iehisa, the Shimazu army utterly annihilated Sengoku's helpless troops, who were first to cross the river. Chosokabe's unit was soon to follow. Stop! Don't run! The enemy ranks are small! Stand your ground and fight! By the way, this is Chosokabe Nobuchika, the eldest son of Chosokabe Motochika. It is said that Chosokabe Motochika's eldest son, Nobuchika, fought with all his might, ultimately dying a heroic death. You ignored my orders and ran amok! Gonbei, I hereby strip you of your rank and lands! You have my deepest apologies. To think that so pathetic a man caused Nobuchika's death. For his military misconduct, Sengoku Hidehisa was made to forfeit his title and domain. It was said that having lost his son, Chosokabe Motochika attempted to kill himself. He was supposedly stopped by a retainer, however, and fled. I expected nothing less, Iehisa. You crushed Hideyoshi's forces most admirably. At the Battle of Hetsugigawa, Iehisa had shown the might of the Shimazu. Shortly afterward, however, illness claimed his life, making him the first of the four brothers to pass away. Although they had seized countless victories, a dark cloud slowly began to form over the Shimazu clan as well. Alright, so the Shimazu claimed victory in this first battle against the Toyotomi. But it's not gonna last long, because the Toyotomi then bring their entire army. And that's just too much. Shimazu yields. Hideyoshi had ordered the conquest of Kyushu, and as hostilities were just beginning, Shimazu Iehisa showcased his strength of will by seizing victory for the Shimazu. In response to Sorin's requests, Hideyoshi himself marched to battle, and the Shimazu army, faced with their opponent's overwhelming resources, were forced to acknowledge their disadvantage. Now that it's come to this, fighting further would only sacrifice more of our men. Regrettable though it is, perhaps it's time to consider surrender. No, we have not fought so hard and so far to surrender now. We are the rulers of Kyushu, and we will at least show them the steel of our resolve. Of all of us, were you not the least inclined to enter this war, Toshihisa? It is because war has come to us that we must stand our ground. Now is not no time to yield. Once we prove to our enemy that we Shimazu are a formidable foe, we can then surrender with honor and more likely ensure the survival of our clan. Also, Yoshihiro is older now. That's why his portrait is different now. While Toshihisa objected to the surrender and advocated a fierce resistance, Ijuin Tadamune and others quietly pursued peace. Hideyoshi concurred with the latter, ending the war. I knew it would come to this. Well, I suppose I must meet with those stubborn Hayato of Satsuma. Hideyoshi advanced his forces at a leisurely pace, and then set up camp at Taiheiji in Satsuma. There he met with Yoshihisa, leader of the Shimazu clan. You honor me. You honor me with your presence, chief advisor. I am Ryuhaku, formerly known as Shimazu Yoshihisa. Ah, you've rightly become a monk then. It seems the governor-general of the three states, who made a name for himself in Shinsei, holds his family dear. Yes, my lord. I beg your lenience. Fret not. I do not intend to destroy the Shimazu clan. Though your decision to surrender came a bit late, did it not? Decision that brings me great shame. There is also the matter of your brothers and a pocket of retainers continuing to resist. Curb them. The war has ended. I shall. During the meeting, Yoshihisa offered not a word of excuse. He accepted defeat gracefully, and the Shimazu clan was allowed to live on. However, the family had no choice but to relinquish a large portion of their domain to the Toyotomi clan. Thus ended the Kyushu campaign, an undertaking of hitherto unseen scale. Chief advisor Hideyoshi returned to the capital triumphant. There we go. The West has been subjugated. Oh, return of the Tomokubo. Look, Ashikage Yoshiaki is still alive. The old shogun, the old Ashikaga shogun. On the way back from his Kyushu campaign, Toyotomi Hideyoshi stopped by a port town in Bingo. He planned to meet with Ashikaga Yoshiaki, who despite having left the capital more than a decade earlier, still named himself shogun and lord of Tomo. Though you occupy the seat of shogun after a fashion, staying here does not bode well for your reputation. What of a return to the capital? The capital. And then the country. That may not be a bad idea. I wonder how things might be now. Had you done as I asked and returned to the capital, after losing that battle with Nobunaga? Why fantasize now? You speak of matters 10 years past. I have no regrets anymore. To go home, to the capital where neither Nobunaga nor Mitsuhide await me. Yoshiaki returned to the capital, entered the priesthood, and changed his name to Shozan. It is said that after being granted the title of Junsango by the imperial court, he spent his remaining years in service to Hideyoshi. Here we go. Ijuin Tadamune changes his name. Alright. Following the Shimazu clan's surrender to Hideyoshi, Yoshihisa and a number of his retainers entered monastic life. However, Tadamune, the leader of the Ijuin clan, which had been a senior retainer of the Shimazu since the time of Jishinsai, had already entered the priesthood during the negotiations for surrender, changing his name to Kokan. I could do little else as head of the Shimazu but to take responsibility and join the monastery. But there was no need for you to choose this life. But wouldn't you agree that opportunities come to those who leave their past behind? I had to show Lord Hideyoshi my sincerity. Peace would only be achieved by admitting to my crime and defying the chief advisor, and then becoming a monk in penance. Kokan prioritized peace so his clan that had supported the Shimazu as chief retainers for generations could live on. This left him with no choice but to submit to Hideyoshi's government. However, this compromise with Hideyoshi was seen by some as obsequious pandering, and it ultimately filled the clan with animosity toward Kokan. Damn, it backfired. It absolutely backfired on him. Unlucky. Alright, Battle of Osaki. I think this is something we saw, right? The distinguished Osaki clan who served Oshu officials had become retainers of the Date clan following Date Tanemune's expansion. However, following the Tenmon revolt, the Tate clan's influence was slowly waning. But renewed diplomacy under Masamune, the Tate clan leader at the time, afforded the Osaki an opportunity to plot their independence. However, the Osaki clan was split in two internally, with its members either in support of or against the Date. Date clan, Date Masamune's castle. Given our relationship with them, if the Osaki clan is in disarray, then we have no choice but to deploy soldiers. Very good. Let's take this chance to drive out from the Osaki from all who would defy us. And sure, if our southern side looks weak, we might find ourselves dealing with the Ashina or the Soma again. Maybe even the Satake. So this happens before the scenes we saw, I think. Oh wait, maybe not. No, never mind. You may be right with that. If they do come, it'll be on you and Shigezane to stop them in their tracks. What? We're about to kick the hornet's nest, aren't we? But my lord, the Mogami will surely step in if we interfere with the Osaki this time. That's what I'm counting on. If we can take Uncle's head, all will finally be ours. Mogami clan, Mogami Yoshiaki's castle. The brat is in high spirits. I shall have to discipline himself myself. Then, should we send soldiers to the Osaki? Yes. If we knock them around a little, that fool should learn his lesson. Let us hope that a little is all it takes. As Yoshiaki of the Mogami clan was married to Osaki Yoshitaka's younger sister, his clan had stronger ties to the Osaki clan than the Date clan. If Masamune were to send soldiers to the Osaki clan with the intent of expanding his territory, they would have been left with no choice but to cross swords with him, uncle or not. As the curtain rose on the battle of the Osaki, the clash between the one-eyed dragon of Oshu and the tiger of Ushu approached. Discipline me, daddy. And then we have the Demon Princess of O, which is the scene we saw last stream, where Masamune rides out to fight the Mogami, but then his mother is in the battlefield, and she says that, hey, Masamune, if you want to fight your uncle, you have to kill me first. And then Masamune decides, okay, I'm not gonna fight then. That's what we saw. The Osaki clan's internal strife led to the Battle of Osaki, a clash that would finally see the two great powers, the Date and the Mogami, come to blows. However, this enormous clash that everyone believed would determine the ruler of all developed into something wholly unanticipated. So I will finally face my uncle. This is getting interesting. Once we smash the Mogami, the Ashina will be next. Then we will take every soldier in O to Echigo and to Kanto. I have a report! A palanquin has been spotted ahead of the Mogami army! A palanquin? Is my uncle being carried here? It certainly couldn't be Himagawa Yoshimoto. Yeah, that guy's been dead for like 30 years now. I hear the palanquin carries Lady Yoshihime. Mother? But why? My lords, where are you? In front of the Mogami encampment. Mother! So you've come at last. You took your time, nephew. Uncle! Mother, what in the world are you doing in this place? Masamune, have you forgotten? I believe I told you what I was prepared to do if you turned your blade on the Mogami. Prepared to do? If you wish for battle, I ask that you cut my palanquin to shreds before you do. If you won't do that, withdraw your men. What is this nonsense? You can see for yourself whether or not I'm speaking nonsense. You were lucky this time, Masamune. Be sure to thank my sister. She has saved your life. Shut your mouth. It is you, uncle, whose neck my mother has spared. Silence, foolish child. Behold our ranks. You had not a ghost of a chance at victory. I think that's enough, dear brother. I expect Masamune has learned his lesson. He would not think to challenge the Mogami again. The Date and the Mogami, to me both are clans I ought to protect. Masamune, I will not stand in the way of your ambitions, but if you would destroy my clan, I shall give my life to stop A woman as splendid as my sister deserves a better son than the likes of you. I would expect nothing less of my mother. She is the figure of majesty that her cowardly brother is not. Did you say? We shall settle this someday, uncle. The tiger of Wushu will tear you apart any day of your choosing. Even before this, Yoshihime had once ridden a palanquin to stop Date Terumune and Mogami Yoshiake from fighting one another. Known by such names as the Demon Princess of all, she was thought to have passionately opposed Masamune. However, deep down, she was strongly committed to both the Date and Mogami families. There we go. She was a bit of an abusive mother when Masamune was a child, though. Alright, decision at Narugumi. Okay, now we're going into the final stages of before Sekigahara. Good. Right? So many name changes. Yeah. We're almost done. We're gonna see the ones that are left, and we're gonna end stream. And next stream will begin in the Battle of Sekigahara scenario, which is the penultimate one. Anyways, decision at Nagurumi. With the Takeda clan destroyed and Nobunaga dead at Honnoji, the now unclaimed areas of Shinano, Kai, Kozuke became a source of territorial dispute. This convoluted struggle between the Uesugi Sanada Takita and Tokugawa over who had the right to rule is often referred as the Tenshou Jingo conflict. Takita shouldn't be Hojo. You really need to watch all changes of the Steam nicknames? Yes, because sometimes they are related to things that actually happen. For example, remember when Saito Do-san changed his name? He did so because he wanted to give leadership to his son, because his son believed that Do-san wanted to give his territories to Nobunaga instead. And there's other events like this where you see name changes that are related to something. So just in case, we will see them, because the really simple ones are very short anyways, so it's fine. Anyways, this convoluted, the Tenshou Jingo conflict. We're almost done though. When the conflict ended, the Sanada clan were expected to transfer Numata Castle in Kozuke to the Hojo clan, but the Sanada refused. In response to the Sanada clan's breach of trust, the Hojo clan sought arbitration from the chief advisor, Hideyoshi. Cede Numata to the Hojo clan and all this will be resolved. But we have deep ties to Numata. I would very much appreciate if at least Nagurumi Castle remained ours. The graves of our ancestors are there. Very well. Then the Sanada shall have a third of the Numata domain. The third in which Nagurumi is located. The rest shall be given to the Hojo clan. Even if you are displeased with this ruling, you must not attempt to take the land by force. You must not disobey the Edict of Peace. That is all. So yeah, forgot to tell you guys. So Hideyoshi is now the most powerful person in Japan. He basically banned warfare in Japan. You cannot fight for your own purposes anymore. It is banned. If you do that, he's gonna come up with an army to conquer you. So yeah, warfare is banned now. Japan is safe. He also brought reforms, civil reforms. Peasants can no longer move from one territory to another. They can't. They are now tied to their lands, to the lands that they live. Meaning that and that actually increased productivity. Because since peasants didn't want to move lands, they were more committed to make the best out of the lands that they had. Also, every single sword has been confiscated from the peasants, because that's a destabilizing factor to have like a heavily armed population. And also, he decided to ban any social changes.
神聖
That's definitely not good. Well, you can hear me now, right? Oh, good, right? Sorry, I forget that every time I reboot my PC, I have to unplug and plug back the microphone. For some reason, it works like that. Regardless, so what happened is that the electricity went down, and yeah. So yeah. We can, but the game sound is out. Oh yeah, don't worry. That's because I was out. Now you can hear me end the game. Right? All good? Hopefully. Alright, but continue what I was doing. Alright. Let's finish this so that next week we can go straight into the Sekigahara campaign, which is going to be very hype. Okay, right, I was talking about like the things that Hideyoshi had done, but I was pretty much done, so it's fine. Yeah. As regent, Hideyoshi had banned the daimyo of various countries from engaging in wanton territorial disputes. This was his edict of peace, and any who disobeyed it would be subject to his punishment. Also, I'm pretty sure that this game does not talk about the invasion of Korea that Hideyoshi starts, which was a 7-year affair, and a lot of daimyo went to fight there. A lot of, like, Kato Kiyomasa, Konishi Yukinaga, Shimazu Yoshihiro, and many others fought in Korea. And Ming China, because China also came to help Korea, the Ming Dynasty. Anyways, Inomata Kuninori, retainer of Hojo Ujikuni, objected to Hideyoshi's arbitration, however. But the Hojo were promised all of Numata. The Sanada have ingratiated themselves to the regent and coaxed Nagurumi out of him. They are a disgrace to all samurai. Inomata went on to occupy Nagurumi and instigating dramatic developments. That Hojo scoundrel, disobeying the edict of peace, he has branded himself a traitor with no regard for the region's authority. He will pay dearly for this. However, how many times I command it? He will not come to the capital to submit, nor will he offer hostages. I will use this opportunity to punish Odawara. Though Hojo Ujimasa and his son Ujinao attempted to clear their names, the explanation did nothing to appease Hideyoshi, who readied his soldiers. It was clear the latter was ready for war. We've done nothing wrong, and yet he readies an army to suppress us. This is absurd. We shall go to Suruga and meet his aggression in kind. No. Our mightiest castle here is here in Odawara. It repelled Shingen and Kagehiro both. You mean Kagetora? Probably Kagetora, not Kagehiro, what the hell? And if we surround it with more fortresses, we can rout Hideyoshi and all the rest. Good. Everyone seems ready to go. The Hojo clan will fight Hideyoshi to the last. Those Hojo bastards should have chosen to resist me to the end. The fools have learned nothing from the failures of the Chosokabi and the Shimazu. Though this battle may prove to be my grand finale, the time has come to take the last step toward unification. Damn, that was a voice crack. Hideyoshi ordered every one of his daimyo to subjugate the Hojo. The enormous army of over 100,000 men surrounded Odawara and its fortress. Over the course of a single night, Hideyoshi constructed a castle atop the summit of Mount Kosakake, overlooking Odawara Castle. This castle would come to be known as the overnight castle of Ishigakiyama. Oh, we did it again. First Tsunomata, now this one. We built this castle in secret so it wouldn't be seen from Odawara. But once it was done, we went and cut down every last tree around it so it'd be visible in its full glory. Hojo retainers throughout Odawara Castle were stupefied at how Hideyoshi's giant army managed to build a giant castle in the blink of an eye. How in the world? How did he build that castle so fast? This is the might of the man who unified the nation. Alright, internet is back. Internet is back. Right. Good. Alright. Anyways, the electricity went down again. But again, I am determined to finish this today though. I want to read those scenes. Because next stream is gonna be dedicated to the Sekigahara campaign. And I don't want to read the others. So yeah. Let's do it. Again. I will not give up. I will not give up. Wait. Let me see these ones. This with me. Anyways. Can you guys hear me? Do you hear me? My microphone is on. Yes, it is. Good. Alright. I think everything is working fine. That's good. Okay, good. Let's continue where we left off. This must be a Hojo plot, probably. I'm quite sure it's a Hojo plot. There we go. Decision at Nagurumi. Fingers crossed. Don't let it happen again. Where were we? Declaring war against the Hojo. The Hojo clan, the clan of the Triforce. Yay! They arose here, the Sengoku Jidai, and here they will fall. Okay. Yeah, this is where I was. This is where I was. Yeah, this is where I was. Yeah. Wait. There we go. This is but a prelude. Now we'll sit tight and wait for the enemy to admit defeat. Hideyoshi invited concubines and tea masters to Ishigakiyama Castle, holding tea ceremonies and banquets day after day as the protracted battle continued. In fact, the battlefield was so calm it barely resembled a battlefield at all. They're behaving as if on some jolly excursion. Is our enemy mocking us? I suspect the man who unified the nation is showcasing his lack of concern. But neither Shingen nor Terutore had it in them to topple this castle. And it will not fall to some campery monkey either. The staring contest between Hideyoshi and the Hojo clan will continue on for several months more. But, the Hojo are starving inside Odawara, meanwhile, the Toyotomi troops are partying, so they're fine. Next, parting with Kojiro, so, okay, let's go back to Tohoku? After wiping out the Ashina clan, Date Masamune set about completing the last task that still remained for him. That being the eradication of those within the Date clan who might threaten his position. Date Kojiro, as Masamune's younger brother, and the man who was once expected to inherit the Ashina clan, Kojiro now found himself with nowhere to go and had become little more than a liability to the clan. Kojiro, you know why I've summoned you here this evening, don't you? I expect you shall tell me to cut open my stomach. Either that or you plan to execute me. I am entirely without blame. Not entirely. You did plot with Mother to serve me poison and have me killed. Fantastic drivel. Is this how you decided to kill our father too? Brother, do you still seek to rule the nation? My ambitions have not changed. Do you believe me a deterrent to those ambitions? Yes, I do. The Date are in perpetual danger of another Tenmon revolt. The Tenmon revolt was a clash between Masamune's grandfather Harumune and his father Tanemune that lasted years, spanned Oshu and weakened the Date clan. It was still a painful memory. Even in his later years, Harumune remained on poor terms with his son Terumune. The history of the Date clan was rife with familial disputes. I understand. It is as you say, brother. I too am a man of this warrior house. I will not act shamefully. However, please find it in yourself to forgive our mother, and I will speak no more about father. Forgive me, Kojiro. Theory. Oh, I'm back? Wait, I'm only now back? Oh boy. But yeah, I'm back! Yay! That's the scene with Hideyoshi ended with him making a festival around Odawara Castle. Theories posit that their mother, Yoshihime, doted on the younger Kojiro and plotted to poison Masamune in order to secure his brother as her heir. With his brother proving to be a rival he could not afford to ignore, Masamune had to take matters into his own hands. After recovering from the poisoning, it is possible that Masamune severed his mother's deep-seated convictions by killing Kojiro before he could spark further familial conflict. Or it may be that he simply faked the murder and forced Kojiro to travel in absolute secrecy to Daihiganji Temple in Musashi, where he would live out the rest of his life as a priest. Either way, after that night, Kojiro was never seen among the Date clan again. By dealing with Kojiro and staving off an internal dispute before it could occur, Masamune again proved the who amongst the Date clan held power. There we go. Okay, back to the Toyotomi conquest of the Hojo clan, flooding Oshi Castle, with attacking Narita clan. The Narita clan is a vassal of the Hojo. Using the surrounding rivers as a moat, Oshi Castle stood as the base of the Narita clan. The Narita served the Hojo, which made their castle one of Odawara's fortresses, so it naturally became targeted by Hideyoshi's subjugation forces. Ishida Mitsunari was the general tasked with handling the attack. Supported by the Uesugi and the Sanada armies, he raised thousands of soldiers to surround Oshi. Ah, it is a fine castle. How do you think we should go about toppling it, Justice Minister? The commander of this castle, Narita Ujinaga, is currently stationed at Odawara. And I hear that the Chamberlain Narita Yasusue suddenly died, leaving his weak son Nagachika to succeed him. So here's a fun fact. Otani Yoshitsugu and Ishida Mitsunari, who is these two over here, they're like very loyal to each other. They were very good friends. So much like Otani Yoshitsugu decided to be completely subservient to Ishida Mitsunari, because Ishida Mitsunari had a very big respect for Yoshitsugu. So there was this story where there was a tea ceremony going around between many samurai, right? In which Yoshitsugu and Mitsunari were all being part of. So Yoshitsugu took a piece of the tea to taste it, and a bit of his face fell into the tea. Because let's not forget, he has leprosy, guys. A bit of his face just fell onto the tea, right? And after he passed the tea to everyone else, everyone's just, you know, passing it by and saying, no thank you, I don't want it. Until it reached to Mitsunari, and Mitsunari didn't say anything and just drank it. Ever since that moment, Yoshitsugu has been completely loyal to Mitsunari. So yeah. There you go. Anyways. The commander of this castle, Narita Ujinage, is currently stationed at Odawara, and I hear that the chamberlain Narita Yasusue suddenly died, leaving his weak son Nagachika to succeed him. We may be able to take this castle with brute force, but it once proved too formidable a fortress for even Uesugi Kenshin. I expect the front of assault will prove difficult. What if we were to flood it, in the same manner Bichu Takamatsu was taken? Terrain does lend itself to such a strategy, but I wonder whether it would work. It would not do to rely on a strategy as unpredictable as that. I suggest we find another. With these many soldiers available to us, I believe we've other options. In truth, the regent has pushed for flooding as well. Unless any officers strongly object, I think we should do as he ordered. Masayuki does not approve. Masayuki does not approve. With unquestioning obedience, Ishida Mitsunari followed Hideyoshi's orders and built embankments around the castle in an attempt to divert rainwater and flood it. However, inside Oshi Castle, water is pouring inside? Don't panic, everyone! A commander must not tremble so. Everyone, return to your positions. And worry not, this castle will not sink. Yeah, Narita Kai. I like her a lot. It is said that Kai Hime, daughter of Narita's Nagachika's cousin, donned her armor, took command of the soldiers, and went about the castle rallying the men. Yeah, she's my favorite character from Samurai Warriors. She's so goddamn hot in that game. Anyways, amidst the sieging army, it appears we've misjudged things, to think that all this water has yet to sink their citadel. It's like a floating castle. How are they? No, the castle should have descended into chaos by now. Get more water in there, show no mercy. Mitsunari continued the flooding, but a few people sneaked out of the castle under the cover of night and destroyed a portion of the embankments. Now, smash the embankments. What's going on here? The embankments are broken. We'll have a flash flood on our hands. The torrents of water gushing out from the broken embankments drowned countless soldiers, and the attacking army ultimately ended up with more losses. So the embankments are useless now. Ugh. We're back to where we started. While holed up inside Oshi Castle, the officers of the Narita clan endured the continued assault of the united forces longer than even the main Odawara castle had. On the other side of the struggle, however, was Ishida Mitsunari, who had failed in his task to capture the castle. He was sent home, subjected to scathing criticism, and deemed a poor soldier. Yeah, not his brightest moment for sure. Anyways, so then Masamune arrives from Oshu to submit to Hideyoshi, to participate in the siege of Odawara. The Hojo clan had been attacked by an enormous army at Odawara Castle, but the Hojo were not the only ones that had disobeyed the Edict of Peace. Date Masamune, the young innovator of Oshu, had also aroused Hideyoshi's suspicions. By annihilating the Ashina clan, this Date Masamune person has insolently violated the Edict of Peace. Travel to Odawara at once and demand an explanation. This regent is a thorn in my side. I am not to expand my own territory as I please? Who does he think he is? He is the regent. But then if I don't go and explain myself, we may end up like Shikoku or Kyushu. Perhaps I'd better go along with his whims this time. Masamune marched for Odawara to meet Hideyoshi, but an incident with his younger brother, Kojiro, greatly delayed his arrival. Any attempt at excusing this delay will make things worse. Perhaps I'd best play the fool. It is said that when Masamune met with Hideyoshi, he went out of his way to dress in a burial attire. It is an honor to finally meet you, Regent. I am Date Masamune. I apologize unreservedly for my lateness. Ah, so you are Date Masamune then. I see you've already dressed yourself in burial attire. You are well prepared.
Huh?
Yes. Fret not, I will spare you. But your head may not have remained on your shoulders had you arrived any later. The Ashina are another matter, however. I'm sure you're aware that your breach of the Edict of Peace is not something I can ignore. Ah, the Ashina were an enemy of my father, and I was simply settling a score. I was not out to expand my territory or anything of the sort. Oh? Rumor has it that you yourself shot your father. No, he was murdered by that bastard Nihonmatsu Yoshitsugu, one of the Ashina's cronies. Very well, I shall take your word for it. So you were merely seeking vengeance on the Ashina with no aspirations of expansion?
Huh?
That is correct. And I shall confiscate from you the former territory of the Ashina. The Date clan is welcome to any remaining territories. Heh, I assume you find this agreeable? Yes, very good. That will be all. Masamune, I would have you go at once to Odawara to assist with the blockade.
Huh?
Certainly. It vexes me to no end, but I must admit the Great Unifier certainly is something. I was given nary a moment to explain myself. I cannot comfort the nation while that man is in good health. Thankfully, I am 30 years his junior. I shall wait until his body goes cold. Until then, he can keep that seat warm for me. And so Date Masamune, the hero of Oshu himself, humbly accepted the reduction of his domain. At the same time, the Hojo clan of Odawara continued to resist Hideyoshi, clinging desperately onto the hope that their ally, Date Masamune, would send reinforcements to provide them a sliver of hope. Yeah, that's not happening. Masamune joined the Toyotomi. Alright. Ora Tamenobu changes his name. The Nambu clan were rulers of the enormous northern domain of Mutsu, where Ora Tamenobu was said to have been a citizen. To gain independence from the Nambu, Tamenobu defeated the surrounding clans in the Battle of Roppogawa and took control of the Tsugaru region. With long... Damn, that beard though, that is a very long beard, yeah. We've long called ourselves Nambu, but now is our time to break free. Our days of tiptoeing around the Nambu are over. I will throw away my old name, and my new one shall befit the Tsugaru region I am to rule. Tamenobu, having brought independence to Tsugaru, later changed his name to Tsugaru Tamenobu. It is said that Tamenobu cultivated a friendship with the Konoe clan, and was awarded the distinguished name of Fujiwara, laying the foundations for the Tsugaru clan's advancement. So yeah, context, the Ora/Tsugaru clan, they were technically parts of the Nambu clan, but then he rebelled against them. Anyways, Odawara Council. With its fortress falling one after another, it wasn't long before Odawara Castle was left isolated and defenseless. Within the castle, Hojo Ujimasa and his son, Ujinao, endured countless discussions with their chief retainers over whether to surrender or fight to the bitter end. The phrase Odawara talks, meaning futile discussions, originated here. This is the end for us. We can but wait to be annihilated. Let us instead go in a blaze of glory. No, a desperate charge would earn us nothing. If we consider what happened in Shikoku and Kyushu, surrendering here should see to the survival of the Hojo house, should it not? Though Ujimasa had ceded leadership to Ujinao, he remained the de facto clan leader, and he intended to fight to the bitter end alongside his younger brothers. The young Ujinao, loath to sacrifice further officers, Ultimately, he left the castle of his own accord and surrendered. I care not what happens to me. I will not hesitate to commit seppuku, but please spare the lives of my father, my uncles, and my men. You have a mighty spirit for a young man, Ujinao. As a sign of respect, we will let the soldiers of your castle leave. However, Ujiteru and Ujimasa and Hojo Jimasa initiated this war, and for that they cannot be forgiven. Have them commit seppuku. But if the Tsukabe and Shimazu, will you let them leave? Those samurai who resisted with every fiber of their being shall be permitted the honorable death through seppuku. That shall settle the matter. Accept them. Ujinao, who was also Tokugawa Ieyasu's son-in-law, was spared, but the four men who favored war, Ujimasa, Ujiteru, and the chief retainers, Matsuda Norihide and Daidoji Masashige, were ordered to commit seppuku. My body lies still, now vanishing from this world. Is this so mournful? What was once made of nothing returns to nothing again. The land of heaven, from that gleaming purity, all men are born clean. To that place where we once lived, our related homecoming. Electricity went out just now? Yeah, 2 times. Ujikuni entered the priesthood, while Ujinori and Ujinao were put under house arrest at Koyasan, thus bringing an end to the legacy of one of the greatest daimyo clans of the era, the later Hojo clan. They're called the later Hojo clan because there was already a Hojo clan beforehand that was also destroyed. This Hojo clan is not related to the old Hojo clan. This Hojo clan is called Hojo clan, is in the same place where the original Hojo clan used to be, and use the same symbol of the original Hojo clan, but they are not the same. That's why they're called later Hojo clan. This is something we also see a lot in Chinese dynasties, where in Chinese dynasties, whenever you have like later dynasties with the same name, they just call it later, you know? Like later Tang, later whatever, pretty much. Oda Nobukatsu was to receive the former domain of the Hojo, but he refused to change his domain and was stripped of his rank and land. In the end, it was given to Tokugawa Ieyasu, and this is the reason why Tokyo is the capital today, by the way. Because Ieyasu will move to Edo. Edo will become the capital after Ieyasu conquers Japan. Becomes the capital of the Tokugawa shogunate, and it stays the capital since then. And then, during the Meiji Restoration, they changed the name of Edo to Tokyo. Anyways. Alright, now we just need to go for names. Just names, that's all we need to do. Alright, prepare yourselves for a bunch of Steam profile name changes. Oda Nagamasu changes his name. This was the year that Oda Nagamasu shaved his head and changed his name to Urakusai. Nobunaga's younger brother by 14 years, Nagamasu was known as a refined individual who loved the tea ceremony. After the loss of his brother, Nagamasu further devoted himself to the pursuit of refined pleasures. Uraku, a name whose characters denote the joy that can be had. And that is precisely how I feel. From here on out, I shall be Oda Uraku. It is said that, as one of Sen no Rikyo's finest pupils, Uraku later established his own school and solidified his standing as a tea master. That's a very pretty picture, I like it. Alright, next, Anto Sanesue changes his name. This was the year that Anto... Oh, by the way, Japan is unified now. With the fall of the Hojo clan, every single Japanese clan submitted to Hideyoshi. And yeah, they're all... Japan is completely at peace now. Why is the stream in 144p? I wonder. Are there any connection issues? Not really. The connection seems to be fine. Can't be on my side. This was the year that Anto Sanesue changed his surname and became Akita Sanesue. Hundreds of years, ever since Kamakura was chosen as the samurai capital, we called ourselves Anto. Now though, with the brawling of myriad battlefields behind us, A new world is in sight. Perhaps it is time to change that name and solidify our rule over this land. For this clan, there can be no other name but Akita. After the Akita-based governance, those officers of the Imperial Court who once ruled the castle of this land. Akita! The name that my late father sought in his final years. Now is our time to bear it with pride. And so the Anto clan of Dewa, which had existed since the Kamakura era, started a new life as the Akita clan. By the way, the Kamakura era was the era that followed the Genpei War. You know, the first shogunate by the Minamoto clan, which was called the Kamakura shogunate, which was started by Minamoto no Yoritomo. Alright. Oniniwa Tsunatomo changes his name. Having established good terms with Hideyoshi, the Date clan sent Oniniwa Tsunatomo to meet with him as a goodwill ambassador. You've come a long way, haven't you, Lord Tsunatomo? I hear that Date refers to you as Oniniwa the official. It brings me great honor to find that you, Lord Hideyoshi, are familiar with that title. You needn't be so modest. Speaking of which, the characters of your surname represent a demon in a garden. How ominous. It is as you say. Apparently, yeah, Oni means demon. Niwa means garden, yeah. Apparently, the name Oniniwa derives from my ancestors having owned Moniwa village. So that's the story. But if yours is a clan from the Moniwa area, why not adopt its name as your own? It bears the characters for growth, which is far more befitting for those times of peace than one meaning demon. If it pleases you, my lord, from this day hence I shall go by Moniwa. Excellent! Let the garden of your surname flourish. Since you've come all this way, Lord Tsunamoto, help yourself to some tea I've prepared. Certainly. I would greatly appreciate a taste of your tea. It is believed that Hideyoshi grew incredibly fond of Tsunamoto, and later attempted to poach him from the Date, so that he might become a retainer to the shogun himself. There we go. Alright, there's also a legend that the reason why Hideyoshi decided to spare Masamune was because he lost a match of Go against Tsunamoto. Which is what they, you know, Tsunamoto was like, wait, please forgive my lord if I beat you in Go. And he did. And that's what this art in the game is supposed to reflect. It's him playing Go. Okay. Yagyu Muneoshi changes his name. The Yagyu clan had ruled Yagyu village in Yamato for generations. Although many clans clashed throughout Yamato, they had endured in spite of the larger powers at play. Yagyu Muneoshi had gone into a fine swordsman after learning the blade catcher technique from a wandering master of sword arts, Kamiizumi Nobutsuna, whose teachings he had sought out as a young man. My years have caught up with me. I will leave the Yagyu clan to my sons and retire. I might hone my tactics. During this period, blade masters also considered themselves tacticians. From this point on, Muneoshi devoted himself to researching tactics under the name Sekishusai, which included characters meaning stone and ship. A ship made of stone is useless. It would stink in water, but it would sooner retire and be I would sooner retire and be a stone ship than a wooden one, as the latter would decay. The sword arts that Sekishusai owned and passed down to his sons would come to be known as the Yagyu Shinkageryu, which is what Yagyu Tajima no Kami Munenori taught to Nobunaga, Tokugawa Ieyasu. Shinkageryu. Alright, Kuroda Kanbei changes his name. As Hideyoshi's tactician, Kuroda Yoshitaka Kanbei greatly contributed to the men's conquest. His success, however, often earned him the envy of other officers. I pay no mind to the prattling of others. It is important to keep one's mind as clear and pure as water. Around this time, Kanbei entered monastic life and took the name Josui Ensei. Ensei Josui? I don't know which one. Which incorporated the characters for pure and like water. though he was once a believer in Christianity who took the baptismal name Simeon. That sounds like Simão in the Portuguese word Simão. He may have achieved the state of clarity akin to pure water in his later years. It is said that the shape of water is the product of its circumstances, and if the circumstances were to see the appearance of someone more competent than Hideyoshi, no, I doubt such a thing will happen. Even after becoming a monk, Kanbei, or Josui, held strong to his ambitions. There we go. Next, we're almost done. Mikogami Tenzen changes his name. So yeah, they're not gonna show the Kunohei rebellion in this game. Ito Itosai was a legendary blade master who wandered the land and taught swordsmanship to many pupils, eventually becoming the famed founder of the Ito Ryu style. One such pupil, Tenzen Mikogami, was instructed to fight a senior student named Zenki. Upon Mikogami's victory, his master gave him the treasured sword Kamewari. By inheriting that sword, you are inheriting my teachings as well. I hereby permit you to pass these teachings on to pupils of your own. I shall, and I will remember your teachings for as long as I live. Tenzen would later change his name to Ono Tadaki, and went on to share his knowledge of swordsmanship with many pupils. His own teachings were known as Ono-style Itoryu. There we go. Next, Takakage and Kanbei. Kuroda Josui was known across the land as a powerful military officer. Also, by the way, yes, he has a T-ball in his head. Heralded by such a man as the Sage of Japan, Kobayakawa Takakage also held Josui's abilities in high esteem. Kobayakawa Takakage's castle Josui had brought his heir, Nagamasa, to study under Takakage. Yeah, that is a tea ball in his head, by the way, because he really was fond of tea ceremony. Lord Josui, your ingenuity is unmatched across the land. It was fascinating to see you make decisions with the finesse and resolve of a blade passing through bamboo. Lord Takakage, such kind praise is wasted on an old man like me. Still, while your talents are laudable, some say they lack a measure of prudence. Prudence, you say? Indeed, I haven't your genius, so I must consider long and hard the things that you decide in mere moments. I must consider things over and over to come to the wisdom that you can produce immediately. All this leads to the people to say that I am a careful and deliberate tactician, but perhaps it really just means that I am obtuse. Speed is not everything, is that what you wish to say? People are assessed only by other people. One may have the skill, but it will not be known unless recognized by others. My decisions made quickly must lead to regret. Many decisions made quickly must lead to regret. But even if a decision leads to failure, if it were made after thorough consideration, it can often be resolved without undue distress. I see. When I was young, my father would often scold my hasty decisions. Even you, Lord Takakage. I was scolded so often, I chose to live by the word patience, yet now I have changed that word to deliberation. Lord Takakage, what is important to keep in mind when considering important decisions? A benevolent heart is the most important. That's very Confucian of you. And why is that? A decision made with benevolence, even when producing unfortunate results, will avoid excessive tragedy. Of course, one may succeed without benevolence, but sorrow will inevitably follow. That's also very Taoist of you. Taoist, Confucian, and Art of War of you. Well, then again, Sun Tzu was a Taoist, so it makes sense. But sorrow will inevitably follow. Fine words. Words befitting of the Sage of Japan. The secret behind Takakage's wisdom was careful and deliberate consideration. This does not mean he only made decisions that he knew would produce positive results. He understood that human reason can only predict so far. Avoiding rash decisions and considering every side of a problem meant that, even if the best result proved impossible, he could at least obtain the second best. His ability to look ahead and prepare for the unknown was what earned him the title of sage. That is something that I tend to respect a lot in people. People that, you know, are able to look past beyond just one perspective and are able to like consider multiple perspectives on any given topic. I really respect that in people. Kakizaki Yoshihiro changes his name. Let me see. Around this time, Kakizaki Yoshihiro took the surname Matsumae. The Kakizaki clan had been a branch of the Wakasa Takeda ever since Takeda Nobuhiro had married into the family. By the way, this is the surviving branch family of the Takeda clan that still exists today. But this is not related to the Kai Takeda clan, the famous one that actually were badasses though. Although the clan's name was taken from Kakizaki, part of Honshu's Shimokita Peninsula, they were actually descended from a powerful clan in Mutsu. Yoshihiro changing his name to Matsumae, a place in Ezogashima, another name for Hokkaido, also served as a declaration that he would now be acting as daimyo of Ezochi. Until now, our clan has been wedged between prominent old daimyos such as Nambu and Anto, but as the end of this turbulent era approaches, so too does our chance to seize independence. We shall abandon the Kakizaki name. From now on, we are Matsumae. It is said, however, that even after changing their name, the Matsumae clan, as descendants of the Takeda clan, continue to lay claim to Genji ancestry. Genji, by the way, is the Minamoto clan, which was the first shogun clan by Minamoto Yoritomo. The Kamakura shogunate was the Seiwa Genji Minamoto clan. So yeah. Having Minamoto ancestry is like very important for samurai. I mean, you didn't need it to become a samurai. I mean, Nobunaga was of Taira descent, and there's a lot of samurais that were of Fujiwara descent, but like, for a lot of them, which was very important because it connects them more to the shogunate, right? It connects them to the samurai dogoro that Minamoto no Yoritomo created. That's why, in order to become a shogun, you needed to have ancestry to the Minamoto. Anyways, Ukita Akie changes his name. Ukita Tadai's son, Akie, had a troubled relationship with his warden cousin, Hideye, and decided to run from the Ukita clan. I'll be reminded of Hideye's damned face as long as I bear the Ukita name. Since I've abandoned the Ukita clan, I ought to begin my life fresh with a new name. Akie changed his name to Sakazaki Naomori, and later went on to serve Tokugawa Ieyasu. That is it. And I think that's it. Let me just check the next scene. Yes. Yes. We're done. Now, I'm honestly surprised that in this game, they don't make a death scene for Hideyoshi. Now, what happens is that in 1598, while Japan is still in the middle of their invasion of Korea, though they don't have much territory because they've been pushed back, I think, to Busan, to the port of Busan, Hideyoshi dies of illness. After he dies of illness, everyone else decides, you know what, we don't want to carry on this invasion of Korea, let's just go home. And they go home. Now here's the problem. Hideyoshi left a 2-year-old child behind, which was supposed to be guided by 5 daimyo, which was called the Council of 5 Elders, which included... Where is it? Where are they? Which included Uesugikage Katsu, Tokugawa Ieyasu, wait, it's not here. Okay, it's not here, but Maeda Toshiie, the father of Toshinaga, is also there. And 2 more officers. I forgot which. I think it's Mori Terumoto.
我が加盟を世に示す
And 1 more. I'm forgetting who the last one is though. Was it? I think it was Ukita Hideye.
我が武名
But I'm not
世
sure.
に響かせん
But I think it was Ukita Hideye. Those were the 5 elders that were supposed to guide Toyotomi Hideyori, the son of Hideyoshi, right? Because he was just a 2-year-old boy. And it is from here that Ieyasu
乗り切ってみせよ
takes his opportunity to take the country. Because he doesn't believe that a 2-year-old will be able to keep the country whole. It will be a weak regime. So he wants to take it for himself. To make a stronger regime. So, in the next stream, we will be playing in the Battle of Sekigahara scenario, which is it's the climax of the Sengoku Jidai. We will see the Battle of Sekigahara, which is the greatest samurai battle in history. We're gonna be able to play that one, and we'll be playing as a Tokugawa clan.
大門心中にあ
We shall wish. It's time for the 3rd unifier of Japan to take center stage now. But yeah, it's Hideyoshi. There we go.
癒ましてくれよう
So yeah, that is it. So we're almost done. We just need to do the Battle of Sekigahara and then the Siege of Osaka. But alright. With that said, I'm gonna end it here. We're done with Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi united Japan, then he wanted to conquer China, he invaded Korea, failed, died of illness, and now Japan is looking to be breaking again because the regime is not strong enough. So yeah, we'll see that next week. Thank you guys for coming. I'm sorry for the stream going down a few times here and there. I'm sorry. I'll see you next time. Sweet dreams. Bye bye. Tenkafubu. Wait, no. Did Hideyoshi have the slogan? I don't think so. Tenkafubu works too. Tenkafubu.